I think I got it. There we go. Okay. Okay. I reinstalled everything on my computer the other day, operating system. So there's some worms to shake out. How's my audio, chat? Doing good? All right. So welcome to Big Dad Industries. Again, I am Ben, aka Big Dad, and welcome to Mage the Ascension. This is meant to be a teaching stream for people that are new to Mage the Ascension. Not Awakening. This is Ascension, Old World of Darkness. So we're going to have variable difficulties. We're going to have stuff that people don't know anymore. Willpower is awesome. I mean, it was good before. It's good in V5, but it's awesome in this. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. This isn't meant to be a horror stream. This isn't meant to be. I'm not putting out a content warning because there shouldn't be stuff here. It's gonna be very pulpy. It's gonna be very fun. We're all gonna learn a bit. Why is my wife saying I sound off? Okay, that's weird.
You do sound a little robotic.
Sounds like you're like amped up.
Wind tunnel-y.
Listen, I've been brought into Iteration X. Boom, made joke. So let's get started by introducing our lovely players. Starting with bottom right. You know her as the Hype Goblin.
Hey everybody, my name's Sarah Roberts, aka the Hype Goblin. You can find me on the internet under that name. This isn't my real hair color. If you know what it is, don't tell chat. I'll be playing Juniper tonight. She, her pronouns. And I do magic. I don't know what else to say. Hi.
Thank you. That was great. Next, let's go with Twin Dad playing Thaddeus Karakov.
Yes, hello. I am Dave, aka Twin Dad on the Bird app. That's about it. I have no clue what I'm doing here tonight. It's my first time playing Mage.
Show of hands, who's first time playing Mages tonight? Awesome. We're all in good company here. Zach and I will be your guides. And people in chat, if you have questions, we'll try to answer them if we can. And let's go with Abby.
Oh my goodness, well, yate. Hi, I'm Abby. I'm your local Indigenous nerd. Find me on the Red website, at Enough of Abby. I'm doing too many things. Too many to even take up this intro section. So I'm just going to introduce myself. Tonight, I'll be your Cassandra Begay. And I've been told I can commit war crimes, so I'm very excited for tonight.
Okay, I didn't say war crimes, but yeah. Also, thank you for the hype train. And last but not least, you may have seen him on ATL by Night and almost everywhere else. Vancouver adjacent. Vancouver by Night adjacent. Vancouver adjacent by Night. I always mix it up. You have Zach.
Hi, I'm Zach Rivaudo. As Ben said, I am wherever tabletop games are played. I'm also on Twitter and Hive as, yep, it's Zach. And tonight, I am playing your Order of Hermes mage, Herschel Lucky Jacoby.
Wonderful. And I'm posting all of your links on Twitter in the chat for people that want to follow you. So we start today's adventure. First of the warning, if you're looking to run Mage, it is probably one of the harder games to run. To play, once you get it, you've got it. But when your players can, I don't know, blow up a building 3 weeks ago, you gotta roll with punches in this. So this game should run 3.5, or it could run 2 hours. It could run an hour and a half if they're very creative and clever. Who knows? Like, this game is fucking great for that. All right. So, each of you recently got a letter in the mail, if you get mail, from one Roland Lamont. All of you have heard that name before. He is a member of the Order of Hermes. I wouldn't say infamous, but he is one of their senior, more powerful members. He's a known recluse, millionaire, and he wants to hire you to do a job for him. And he wants you to come to his mansion. Zach, your character, as an Order of Hermes member, would know he is almost a master of correspondence.
Which is why I'm actually sending him a message asking if he could just give me a lift.
And as you say it, he says, "Open your closet door."
Just kind of push it open.
It's another. It's not your coat closet on the inside like you would normally expect every other time you open your door, right? It is a very well appointed manor foyer. Nice wood paneling on the sides, artwork, rich carpeting.
Just a sec, I'm gonna grab my satchel and just start to shove stuff into it and sling it over, and then just close my closet door behind me.
Now, the Order of Hermes is a very political group. He could give you a massive boost. Maybe not your own house yet, but if you make an impression, it could go a long way for you here.
All I do is make impressions.
Can you do Tarantino?
Make impressions, not do impressions.
Everyone else who would like to go next?
I would say Cassandra would be pretty punctual as someone who is deeply involved with the sciences of my particular order. When I get a message, I hop to it. Who knows? Opportunity, discovery, as Miss Frizzle says, get messy, make mistakes. And I've discovered this whole new way of powering my little scooter. Take a bunch of old vegetable oil, induce a lot of heat really quickly, magical, of course. You've got oil. Essentially, I'm not paying as much for gas as everyone else.
Right? You can make it out of corn. Why can't you make it out of other vegetables?
Exactly. No one's gonna notice that the carrots are missing.
You are a member of the Society of Ether, which are your stereotypical mad scientists. They believe in science with a capital S and an exclamation point at the end. Even if the theory has been disproven, they can still use it to do science.
Exactly. It's all about matter of the mind. It's like putting a chicken in the oven for 5 minutes on 400. It'll cook correctly. You just gotta believe it.
You pull up to a sprawling mansion. The gates open for you. They have a big RL on the ironwork. They open as you approach. You don't see any cameras. You don't see anything. You drive in. There is perfectly sculpted, I can never pronounce the word, bushes and...
Hedges?
There's like a fancy word for it.
Shrubbery.
Richer than that. Like this guy, you can taste the money on your
Okay, so
tongue
he's
here.
definitely white. Gotcha.
Oh, his name is Roland Lamont. I can't think of a whiter name. I probably can, but you know what I mean.
Oh gosh, does he have like a chauffeur to come take my little scooter? It's like one of those little Italian bikes.
There is actually a butler, with the tails, wearing a full suit, waiting for you at the door. He pushes open the large door and welcomes you in to Lamont Mansion.
Thanks, buddy.
And you encounter a man in a leather hat. Lucky Jacoby.
And it's like having just come through the closet, sort of looking around. I haven't really been in here before. Usually I've met up with Lamont, it's been somewhere else. It's a nice place.
Topiary? Is topiary the word I'm thinking of?
Topiary, that sounds about right.
Topiary. Yeah, that sounds rich and fancy. Now.
Yes,
But
it is topiaries.
yeah, I'm just looking around the place like, oh my god, I don't want to touch anything. Like I feel like I'm gonna leave a fingerprint or some shit, and just. Ugh.
All right.
Sure about the latex for this.
Who's next?
I will arrive.
Now, how do you get there, Monsieur Karakov?
A combination of public transportation and walking.
You're used to hoofing it. You stroll up to this fancy city slicker gate.
Mm-hmm.
It also swings wide for you. You stroll on in.
Yep.
The butler greets you by name.
I just nod. Well, where is he?
Right inside. But we're waiting for all of the guests to arrive.
Mind if I smoke as I light a cigarella?
But of course, sir. But of course. I should probably tweet that we're live. And last but not least.
I would also like to work at lowering my carbon footprint by taking public transport, but I would like to try and mess with the mind of the bus driver a little bit so that I don't have to pay for it.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Okay, great.
Because it's not going to impact my gameplay, and I don't want to give you paradox. Tell me how you do it, though. Let's get into the mind of the character. Does your dog, does Murphy distract him?
Mm-hmm. Murphy's going to run distraction while I slip onto the bus, and then I'd like to just make it seem as though there's just no one in my seat, but no one sits there on a crowded bus. It's so strange.
Sounds great to
So
me.
strange.
Murphy runs around barking. I know we just talked about this. His head off. Everyone's like, "Oh, dog!" They're so excited. They don't even see you slip aboard the rear entrance of the bus.
That nice basset hound howl.
Mm-hmm. They're surprisingly loud dogs,
Yeah.
as I can tell you about my neighbor's dog. All right, so the bus stops conveniently in front of the place and let you off. The bus driver seems kind of confused as to why he drove maybe 30 minutes off his normal route to get here. But he goes, these schedule changes.
It's a new stop. They're like adding it for, I don't know, convenience sake for, I don't know, rich people whose Mercedes break down.
Gives you a chuckle. Is the jolliest bus driver, apparently, and opens the door for you. 2 other people get off? They don't go in, they just start walking somewhere else. You're certain that this was not their stop, but they went with it. You are miles outside of local city where you left from. And you also see the butler holds the door open for you. Welcome, Miss Juniper.
Yeah, hi.
Welcome. Enjoy your stay at Lamont Mansion.
Oh, is that a real Fabergé egg?
It's one of several.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Hang on. Okay. Where do I go?
The group is right there. I will escort you to Mr. Lamont.
Cool.
So he leads you down the hallway, a right, a left, through 2 wings. You pass by a number of rooms. Are you guys focusing on what's in front of you, what's in the rooms around, or you just want to get to the good stuff?
I mean, I want to take a peek at the decor. Maybe it's made of a particularly, I don't want to say vulnerable material, but let's say agreeable material.
Okay. You see that the carpet is actually made out of woven and dyed spider web. This carpet is at least 100 feet long, and by about 5 feet wide, maybe 8 feet even.
How many spiders do they have to milk?
At least 7.
At least. Magical number.
Milk and spiders, that's what we're doing here. Dave, you look through the room, you see, like, at first you're like, oh, it's like a scientist in a white lab coat writing on a chalkboard. And you're like, wait, that's not a person, that's an iguana? He nods at you and goes back to work. He's writing out some sort of complex equation. It's not really your style of thing.
Hey, Hank. Let's keep walking.
Going by, classic suits of armor. Kind of reminds you of the Resident Evil mansion, with its decor, except no zombies, of course. The Spencer Manor does have class and style. Eventually, you are led to one of the many parlors here. You see your typical I would say he's got like the Albert Einstein poofy hair. It's starting to turn white at the temples. And he is very excited to see you all. I greet you all by name. Welcome, welcome. Please have a seat. Gestures towards the antique coffee table and the chairs and couch. Please, try one of these new Milano cookies.
Truly, two forces melted together in brilliance. I have to say, your taste is excellent.
Delightful,
And I take a
aren't
delicate
they?
little bite. Delightful, yes.
I don't know how when they started adding orange flavor into them.
They have orange flavor now. I know they have the lime variants, but
Wait, they have lime variants?
somewhere I think it was
okay.
Lithuania. I'm not sure. I'm just.
Oh my god, I would be so hyped for that. Real life. He is very pleased that you have all shown up. He's very excited you are here. Throughout the room, you start to take in. There's like 3 cat trees in this room. The sides of the couches are a little scratched up by cats.
Is there liquor here?
There is indeed a liquor cabinet. Do you inquire?
No, I just go pour myself a drink.
Yes. Help yourself. I gotta look at my Mr. Karakov. So good you could make it. Please make
Appreciate the
yourselves
invitation.
comfortable.
Yeah, appreciate the invitation, Mr. Lamont. It's not really usual that you have guests.
Oh, I love having guests. It's rare that I'm a guest elsewhere.
Well, it's not usual that I'm a guest here, so sparked my attention.
Well, you each have caught my eye, and I need your help with something.
And there it is.
Before we get into it, is there anything I can get you all? How about some tea? Does everyone like tea? Rodrigo, tea!
Yep.
You know, I was gonna ask, but it seems like he's already got it in mind. But
No, he's got it.
It'll just be a minute.
where's he getting all the manservants?
I think they just kind of cycle through.
After a while, there is a knock at the door. Orlando opens it. Carefully close. So you can't see who's there, and you just hear him going, "Oh, not the fines, not the good silver." Oh. And you hear someone talking back in a low, like guttural kind of speech. I get it, Rodrigo. We just figure out something better in the future. That will be all. Thank you. And he closes the doors and he turns around with an ornate Victorian silver platter with a very nice engraved teapot, sugar bowl, honey pot on it. But then you notice there are several bite marks taken out of the silver on the one side, as if carried in the mouth of an animal.
Are they a little large to be a cat's?
Oh, much larger.
Oh,
It's an interesting design you got.
Oh, that Rodrigo, he means well, but... Well, he's an absolute dear, but... He's still working on the whole butler thing. He's my first Cerberdoodle, so we're working on it.
Is that a rare breed or?
I
oh
was
no, they're
one...
crossing everything with doodles nowadays.
I mean,
It's hypoallergenic.
have you seen a Cerberdoodle before?
I've never.
No.
Would you like to meet him? I can tell you, he will jump all over all of you.
I'm
I was
glad.
gonna look at the small basset hound in the room and go, maybe after we figure out the.
The bat sounds like, what the fuck's a Cerberdoodle?
Maybe after we figure out the whole.
It's a combination, my good dog, of a Cerberus and a poodle.
Right? Did that dog just talk?
Murphy?
You're not familiar with Murphy?
No, I am not familiar with Murphy or Murphy's owner.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, here. Wait, come here.
Oh, sure.
Okay, good. Got it. Oh,
Great.
I look great in this one. I look great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Juniper.
Hi, I'm Lucky.
Where are my manners? I have not introduced you all. Lucky Jacoby, Juniper. Lucky Jacoby. I gotta bring up the thing because some of you have it in your chat names. Some of you don't.
Add. Okay.
Lucky Jacoby, Thaddeus, Lucky Jacoby, Cassandra. He just goes through everyone. I am not going to do that because it will take a long time.
Junie, Thad, Kathy. Great. Hi, Lucky. Nice to meet you.
Murphy.
Murphy.
Bark. He doesn't actually bark. He just says bark.
Yeah, I noticed that, like, kind of cock and look back up to Lamont and go, so the whole, it's more than just a social visit thing.
Okay. Yes. How familiar are you with the Earth?
I live on
majored
it.
in geology.
Okay, but regular geology or Society of Ether geology?
Regular geology. I didn't really have the time to get into the whole arcane portion just yet.
So, how familiar are you all with Hollow Earth?
The conspiracy?
Yeah, the thing in the movies, or
No,
I'm familiar with Hollow World.
Not the conspiracy.
Wasn't Chris Pratt in that?
no, that was Brendan Fraser, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh,
I thought it was The Rock.
He was a remake,
it was probably Tom Cruise in one episode.
probably.
All right, it has nothing to do with the giant hole in Greenland. That's a portal to the sixth layer of hell. So ignore that conspiracy theory. We're not going to get into that right now. So, Hollow Earth is in the center of the Earth. It is kind of I don't want to say prehistoric, even though there is no history there is no written history that we have of it. Its artificial sun is going bad. And I need a stalwart group of adventurers, you all, to go there and replace the crystal powering the Smoky God engine with this one. And he taps on this arm of his chair like he's in Star Trek, and a 1 foot tall those barrel dice you can get the D20, but it's just one of those thin crystal things. It's that shape. It's greenish, light green, not aquamarine, but not quite lime. It's pale green. It's nice and faceted, well made. And you need to replace it with this. And then bring me back the old one so I may repair it. Questions? Yes, you'll be well compensated.
Okay, that's one question down. The other one is you needed 4 mages to change a light bulb?
Precisely. If it were a simple battery change, I can't imagine why you'd need 4 hardy, well-looking, attractive mages to come and do this. Are there going to be snake people?
There could be. There could be snake people.
Just dangerous light bulb.
Just remember the Kamala Co line. You'll be fine.
Okay, sure. We'll go into that later.
Listen, it's very important. That's why I'm sending 4 of you. 1965 could stop existing entirely.
Just 1965?
None of you were born in 1965, right? I'm pretty sure none of you were. Listen, a lot of stuff could happen. Are you familiar with Okinawa? That could sink into the ocean. It's kind of the infrastructure of our planet, and we need it to keep going.
Okay, so an important and dangerous light bulb.
Yes. But, Thomas Edison had nothing to do with it, so this lasts thousands and thousands of years.
I don't think it had much to do with anything, in all fairness. Sure. Yeah, okay. This is, I'll just kind of reach for it. If nobody else is going to first, and just put it in the satchel. Because it's about a foot. That'll fit. Sure, yeah.
Are you sure I
don't want
8
to... pounds.
Lucky, I don't want to judge you.
Did you bring a hard shell, or?
I was going to say, do you want me to fasten that a bit? We are carrying something that is very precious, very dangerous. I could maybe make a few augmentations.
Oh, no, I'm pretty good about keeping stuff safe.
All right, very well. Just know that I'm just a ring away if you need it.
I imagine hopefully you'll be a little bit quicker than a ring away. I think we're all going down there together, is the implication, right?
Yes. There,
Yeah.
I have just the gateway in another room to take you all there.
Cool. So we don't have to worry about Greenland.
Any
Or-
questions, Juniper, or Thad? I don't know why I keep forgetting your name. It's the easiest name to remember. Well, if there's anything you need, because I know this is very sudden, please help yourself in the closet. I should have anything you may need. He opens a closet door, and it's basically the ready room from the Matrix, with racks and racks of gear. Which,
Great.
since Jacoby, you're not surprised since he is a almost master of correspondence. It's somewhat like the TARDIS, where he can make things bigger on the inside than the outside.
Yeah, that should do. Sure. Great. What's the weather like? I haven't exactly been to the center of the Earth before.
Hot
Oh yeah,
and
should we
muggy.
perform there? Oh, okay.
Hot and muggy. Great. So I will grab something for that. I'm looking for anything like cooling in the
Okay.
massive closets.
You
Like
find,
one of
if
those
you
hand
want-
fans you just
if
have.
you want zip-off pants, they're there. If you want light linen, outfits, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm digging through using just tapping into a little bit of my level of correspondence just for spatial awareness and getting a sense of okay, so this would be filed under this and this under this. I'm just pulling things at this point.
Backpacks, guns,
You guys need
ammo.
anything?
Oh yeah, Cassandra's doing
Food.
something very similar. I am just grabbing like one of everything. Like occasionally, maybe with that, taking that, just kind of stuffing like my theoretical cheek pouches with as much as I can.
How about you, Junie? Do you need a cooling fan for your phone or something? Do they make that? I think they make that.
Like if that's a thing, totally. Also, do they have like one of those like mist fans that like you get at like Coachella?
Absolutely, these things are wonderful. We even have the little umbrella hats with the spritzers on them.
I don't think that's quite my speed, but I'll take the little fan and one for Murphy too.
Mark.
If we put a hat on Murphy, he has so many wrinkles. He might get. What if he gets overheated with all of them?
Do you want a hat? Okay, Murphy can have a hat.
You said it
It's an
was
undersold chicken.
humid?
Very humid.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Okay, well, since you're not taking anything, take this pen. In a few hours, this will be your way back. Just click it, and you will return home.
Fascinating technology.
I'll put it in my breast pocket.
Okay, Mr. Lamont. Sure. So we four will go change the world-ending light bulb, and then click your pen to come back.
Wonderful. And you just see behind him in, like, the top corner of the room, 8 red eyes just staring at you.
Just kind of wave at them.
And then it jumps down off the cat tree and meows at you. It's a nice, cute little black cat with glowing red eyes. Just 2 glowing red eyes.
Mm.
Then it walks over to a bowl that says Arachne and just starts lapping at water.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you three. Let's not die. Let's not die.
All right,
I'll watch
and
your back if you watch mine.
just right this way. And it leads you down the hallway over the nice, well-appointed carpet. Is carpet well-appointed? I don't know. I'm not a rich man. I don't live in rich man houses.
Just play one on TV.
Yeah, he leads you to a circle of runes, as if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, walking into a teleportation circle, and he says, "Best of luck." And there is a bright... Someone pick a color. That's what color the flash is.
Purple.
Orange.
Purple orange.
Purple and orange.
What a combo.
boop, boop, boop. And you find yourself standing on a winding dirt road on top of a decent-sized hill overlooking a very dense jungle as this trail leads and winds through it towards a large volcano with a large cloud above it. This is probably the smoking god he mentioned.
I have a flair for the dramatic, wouldn't you say? But fitting, I suppose.
I mean, I don't know. It's existence, so calling it player for the dramatic seems a bit reductive.
You hear the shrill chirping of unfamiliar birds and feel a hot sun beating down. The humidity can be cut with a knife, and a dragonfly the size of Murphy floats by.
That's the thing. Okay.
They are the most successful hunters on the planet, so let's move very carefully.
Dragonflies?
Oh yes, they have, I believe, one of the most successful hunt rates for mosquitoes, but I'm not sure about Murphy-sized dragonflies. And
Oh,
what
so
their
relative,
items
right?
might be.
If that's the size of the dragonfly, like how big do you think the mosquitoes are down here?
Let's hope the dragonflies are really successful.
I think I brought mosquito repellent. I hope I did.
All right. So,
Let's get moving.
yeah. Before we get into it, I know what I am. What did he? What schools did Mr. Lamont call out to? Like, what are your guys' practices? I'm a hermetic, just like him. Not sharing?
Hermetic means non-turf shit wizard.
Yes.
That would be our sect, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking like, are you talking about our
Okay, because I didn't know either. I was like,
That's fine. So, I'm a hermetic.
Oh,
just like
Verbena.
him. Nature, cool.
ether?
Steampunk. And you?
Akashi.
Fighter. Great. Gang's all here.
Do my players want to describe how they're dressed at all?
Yeah, I'm dressed pretty much the way that you see on screen. It's a surprisingly stylish like Armani Exchange jacket, but it's lightweight. Leather hat, just over the hair, not worn in any proper way whatsoever. He's got a satchel slung across the shoulder, boots that are like Timberland boots that are made for outside. He looks like he was supposed to be going adventuring, but like in a video game.
Like
And
a
it's
male Laura Croft?
Or yeah.
Also, I was going to say, would my players, other than Zach, who is dressed like his character, like to say how they're dressed?
I mean, I'm dressed like my character, although I will specify this is an earthworm necklace. Just
Not-
for a little
you're
fun.
not
And
a
I'm wearing a
Sedite?
white lab coat. Oh, pardon?
You're not a Sedite?
No. Snakes are bad medicine.
Juniper looks a lot like me. She is wearing a linen floral romper with a green shirt underneath, lots of jewelry, giving very much cottage core. I like to go to the farmer's market vibes on the weekend.
And unlike me, my guy is not dressed in a t-shirt. He has like an Ariat shirt, jeans, cowboy boots, cowboy hat. Looks like he just stepped off a ranch, and a pair of gun belts.
With guns in them, right?
Yes,
Surprisingly, no.
finger guns.
Hey, it's Mage.
Yeah.
If only he had Forces 3, though. None of you do that. All right, is there anything anyone would like to do before you start down the trail?
I'd like to, using my penchant for investigation and correspondence, get some spatial awareness on what we're looking for. And actually, like, in this examination, if I can mix correspondence and entropy, I want to figure out, like, path of least resistance.
How many dots do you have in entropy?
I have 2 in entropy and 2 in correspondence. So I'm not
Okay.
going to influence the path. I'm trying to, like, sort out which is the path of least resistance.
Wonderful. All of a sudden, you feel something in your pockets before you do that, and it's a note from Roland. Heads up. The consensus does not exist in Hollow Earth. There is no need to worry about paradox. You're in the center of the Earth. You're in a place that shouldn't exist. Do what you want.
Huh. Oh shit, that makes it easier. Just put the note back in and like just literally start doing all of the hand gestures.
Like you pull out a magic wand, like.
Oh, nothing so
I'm
derivative.
going to tell folks home or my new players, paradox. So mages exert their will upon reality, but every now and then reality slaps back because if you shoot a fireball out of your hands, the reality says no, you can't do that, and you get paradox because you've done something you shouldn't be able to do. Normally, mages try to make it look like a coincidence. Instead of shooting a lightning bolt, they have a exposed wire shock somebody. It's the same thing, but it's just how it happens. When they fail to do that, it's vulgar, and they take paradox. When they take paradox, bad things happen eventually. But mages could keep casting things if they're coincidental and suffer no ill effects.
So with this update, that we don't have to worry about the usual buffers and parameters. Like you said, just full hand gestures, like literally just spell casting. Says something in Yiddish, in Mandeg, and is going to use the correspondence entropy combination for a path of least resistance. And
so roll your.
Do I have a difficulty level or?
So since you're mostly just perceiving, I will say difficulty 4.
Okay, great. I got 2 successes. Wait, 3.
3 successes, fantastic.
3 on these fancy pointy dice.
Wonderful.
Not sponsored.
Oh, who are they made by?
Made by Odd Duck Dice.
Odd Duck Dice, a subsidiary of Big Dead Industries, aka made by my wife. You can check out her
Dice
Etsy
on the
shop.
market.
Whereas Big Dead Industries, a subsidiary of Odd Duck Dice.
No. Listen, she is the executive duchess of Big Dead Industries. I'm the chief yeoman. It's a real title. We have fun with it.
So 3 successes on charting a course.
Sorry, she's the brigadier duchess of Big Dead Industries.
Brigadier Duchess.
She got to pick her own title. So the hermetic equivalent of MapQuest shows up, tracing along with the route. But it also, because you got 3 successes, right?
3.
Shows you like hazard markers at a couple points.
And so the 3 of you literally just see like hand gestures up, like muttering in some Semitic language, and then just after a bit, okay. Easiest path is going to be down that way, and it's like pointing it out. It's not the clearest path. There's still some stuff we have to worry about along the way, but it is least likely for us to die down that way compared to that way or that way or that way.
And you actually see, what color would you like your, MapQuest Google Maps trail to be?
Let's go with blue, since I don't think that's going to be particularly common down here.
Sure. This nice royal blue winds through along, just overlapping the path, and goes to the base of the mountain, the volcano.
Yep. So,
anyone else like to do anything?
Oh, what's everyone's star sign?
Sorry, me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Capricorn.
Okay. That tracks.
I'm I'm what's called a cusp, I believe. I'm a Gemini Cancer cusp.
Okay.
I'm not really too fond of these things. I'm concerned with your tone now. Did I say something bad?
No. None of it's bad. I mean, good and bad is like totally what you interpret it to be, because good for one person is bad for someone else.
Oh, yes,
fine.
the compatibility. This is how my sister met her husband.
What about you, Thad?
I'm sorry, what was the question
What's
again?
your star sign?
Star sign.
When were you born?
January 16th.
Aquarius?
He's a Catholic.
Oh, okay.
We're doing birth charts
1865.
of the Earth. 1865. Your
Yes, ma'am.
skin routine must be excellent.
Do any of you have academics?
I got 2 of those.
Can you go me an int in academics?
I can do
I
that.
have 2 as well.
Let me
Okay,
check.
can you-
I've got 3. Let's do this.
What do I have a difficulty level or just
6.
1?
No successes for Juniper.
2.
It's fine.
2. You've heard stories. Let's start with Lucky. You've seen movies about someone named Thad, a gunslinger in the Wild West. Abby, you know that's based on a real person.
Are you in an... I mean, you really can't really say anything's impossible in our particular line of work, but are you an impersonator or are you, as they say, the real deal?
Oh, my, I'm the real deal.
As I said, your skincare routine must be flawless. It is an honor.
I thought it was a character.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
I will remember that.
Noted.
Okay, so
Thad, would you like to do anything with your kind of survival ways? Would you like to put up some sort of defensive net for yourself in any way?
Actually, I would actually like to explore a little bit of this as a mage newbie, as you could
Sure.
say.
That's what we're here for. Let's try some stuff out.
I've got mosquito repellent, presumably the kind in a can that you spray.
Sure, you can even have anti-shark repellent like Adam West's Batman.
Is there any way making, if I were just to spray it around myself, is there any way to make it almost act like a shield? Like a particle shield.
So you have Forces 2 and Matter 3. You could create a shield for yourself to repel, say, lead, or even carbon-based things. Oxygen would still get through. But like you'd be able to stop carbon-based life forms from getting, like carbon talons, or say like a proboscis. Living things would still be able to get through. But I would say like a claw might have difficulty.
I will say though, if you wanted to hijack somebody else who has an affinity for the life sphere, you could probably work together on that.
If you and someone else share a sphere, you can make an effect. That's what we call spells in this game. That covers multiple spheres that you may not have. So, like your forces and a life sphere, you could create something that stops kinetic force from living beings.
My dear Junie, would you like to assist me in an experiment?
Ooh, yes. What is it? I knew you were going to be the fun one.
Oh, goodness me. My theory is that if we take a little bit of this, Wade, is it called? It's something not brand that can be copyrighted on stream.
Who gives a shit?
I believe that we can take this to the next
I'm
level.
above the law.
Big Ted Industries don't give a fuck.
Did that trade just talk about law?
It might have. It might have the
Academics?
wind.
I don't think that's a degree.
But what I'm thinking we can do is that with our, as Captain Planet might say, with our powers combined, we might be able to advance the abilities of the spray and make it so that these living beings can not only bite us, but even dissuade them from attacking us entirely. A physical shield, as well as one for the soul, so to speak.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Oh, I thought this was going to be harder still. Yes.
Okay.
Let us rejoice.
So, the way Mage works, you're each going to make an Arete roll. Difficulty is 3 plus the highest sphere dot involved. In this case, it's going to be 3. So you each are going to have a difficulty of 6. You can spend a point of willpower to get an automatic success. That means you cannot botch. In this scenario, botching is the only way you can get paradox. If you run out of willpower, bad things happen. You can also spend quintessence to lower the difficulty by 1 per dot spent to a minimum of 3. You have a number of dots equal to your avatar background rating, 5 and 3 respectively.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Would you like to spend willpower or quintessence before you roll?
No, I'm just going to risk it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
you
girls'
just have to
night.
declare it before you roll. That's
Oh, just for clarification, are both of us rolling our die?
yes. You're working together.
Oh yeah.
Is it possible for me to help them? As
You
well?
have life.
Yes.
Do you have forces?
2, 1.
You only need one die. Yes, you may help.
Okay, so what am I rolling? Just Arete?
Yep. Difficulty 6.
Does this ritual casting between them lower the difficulty at all?
No, it just lets it happen.
I'll spend a point of willpower.
All right, that's one
That's only
automatic
one
success.
success for me.
Okay.
2 for me.
So that's 3.
Then you said 6.
6. Yep.
All right. Do 10s explode or no?
Not on Arete rolls.
No.
Okay. Do 1 subtract?
Yes.
Okay. So then I have 2, counting the automatic.
So
success
2,
willpower.
5. So the way in Mage works, to affect yourself, you need 1 success. To affect someone else, 2 successes, and then 1 for everyone afterwards. So 5, you cover everyone in this group.
Including Murphy.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to give a penalty to hit to any living being that tries to hit you. This will not affect bullets.
You haven't invented bullet repellent yet.
I should say inorganic matter, like a thrown spear, a sword. But if someone tries to punch you, it will stop that. Or hamper that, I should say. Would you rather have it impact chance to hit or allow you to soak lethal damage?
I'm down for chance to hit, but that's
As
my personal
mages,
preference.
you are ordinary, soft, squishy people. You are not like vampires who get to either soak or half damage.
Oh yeah, let's
the-
just take
Mhm.
chance to hit.
The
Yeah.
saying in Mage is, if a mage is prepared, they win the fight. If a mage has to roll dice, they have lost the fight.
Yeah, definitely chance to hit then.
Yeah, chance
Okay.
to hit works
Yeah.
for me.
All right, I'm gonna give them a penalty to hit, based on this kinetic life shield that you are all now under, with a combination of some sort of science, nature magic, and body chakra techniques.
And I watched.
You did watch, and you're like, guys, I found this way out.
What are you all doing with the raid? Okay, cool.
Toss a sunblock. You
And, as
see
they
the
say,
sun above, high in the sky above the mountain. It's almost flickering a bit, like a dying fluorescent light. It gives off
Alright.
heat like you'd expect the sun to. Same kind of light level, except sometimes it blinks.
Well, there's our faulty light bulb.
Shall we venture forth through this verdant living room and change it?
Anything else you would all like to do before you walk forward?
For me, no. I'm going to let luck guide me at this point.
Okay. Walking along. So lucky, Jacoby, you eventually get to a point. You are approaching one of the hazard symbols. I don't know what the wizard equivalent of that is, but that is how I'm considering.
Since we're in the 21st century, it's literally just going to look like a Google Maps type deal.
Hazard
Just like
reported ahead.
just like the triangle with the exclamation mark
Mhm.
deal. It's like, all right, we got one rough spot up ahead. I don't know what, but we'll find out together. It'll be a learning experience.
I mean, there's a way you could roll
I don't.
perception and alertness.
I could do that, couldn't I? All right.
Everyone can roll perception and alertness if they want. Difficulty is 6.
Hell yeah!
As soon as I find those skills.
Let's do it.
I have a lot of that actually.
Is there any kind of magic-y stuff that would help here?
I got 5.
In this instance, it would magic would not really. It could, but 5 successes is going to cover it, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys want to roll 2, you can.
I
What
got
was
one.
the
difficulty?
Yeah, what was the
6.
diff? 2, 3, 4,
Two,
5.
yeah.
All right.
Nice.
I also have 5
Holy
successes.
shit. Okay. So you all notice some, tropical birds start to fly up from the jungle canopy. Who got anyone get less than 2 successes? Well, if you get 2 successes or more, you notice that there are some very large footprints in the ground. 3 large toes, probably about the size of a big pig. Pretty big. If you're a big science geek or you really like movies, you've seen this before in a very popular Steven Spielberg film. Especially this part where the water that's collected in these deep footprints is beginning to ripple. Boom. 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 Fuck,
Yeah,
that's a T-Rex footprint.
I've seen this before, guys. It didn't end so well.
Did anyone bring a brightly colored Jeep for us to hide in?
No, but
The trees are beginning to shake.
no,
the
but
direction the
and what
birds
I'd
flew.
like to do, ST, is on the to answer Juniper's question. I'll go no, but and I want to actually influence forces around me to pull a Sue Storm and light reflect.
Okay.
I just hide.
That's a stealth and dex.
Yes.
Give me that. Arete difficulty, I believe, is 5. Yeah.
I too would like to hide, but I am
Are there
going to be a bit more forceful about it, and I would like to bring
3.
up plates of the ground to like make a "please don't bite me" tent.
Oh, you're just gonna burrow underground?
Precisely.
Alright, that is matter 3. So difficulty 6, Arete.
What about
Okay.
just hiding?
That is stealth and dexterity difficulty 7.
Okay, there's the overachiever Capricorn. There's the practical Capricorn. Got it.
What are you doing, Juniper?
I'm gonna. Is there any way that I can assist Lucky?
You want to assist Lucky in
Yeah.
making himself invisible?
No,
Oh, I thought you were making all of us.
I'm rolling for as many as possible.
Okay, well, you got 3 successes.
I got 3.
So that's you and 2 other people.
3 successes here as well.
The good doctor has burrowed under the ground.
And
Jennifer,
I think I'm just gone.
Do you have forces?
I do not.
You can cover the other 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, are
I'm
you
covered.
just doing forces, Zach, or are you including another sphere?
I'm mixing entropy with it. Just to
You
for
should,
luck.
you should mix correspondence so you can see outside the bending light.
Do I have to? Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I'm gonna mix both correspondence and
Listen,
entropy.
I had my players-
for luck, and then I do want to see outside of it.
I ran a game where the players argued for 2 hours on the best way to make themselves invisible when none of them had points in correspondence. To let them see outside. So you've bent the light around you, which means you can't really see past it.
Look, I'm just gonna sit here and wait till it's gone.
They were trying to follow someone at night. They're like, how do our headlights work? How do we see anything?
I'm just sitting here till it's gone with my hands up, like
Okay.
with the light going all ripply
So-
around us.
The
What
3
was the difficulty of the stealth? Just the actual
difficulty
stealth?
is 6. I don't remember if I
Alright.
gave you points in cloaking or arcane, did I?
3, 4, 5. I have 7, and I have cloaking 1.
Alright, so the difficulty for you is actually 5. Because you have
Okay, so
cloaking.
8 successes.
Holy shit!
You gave me a 5 dex. And
I
a
didn't
stealth
give
of
you
4.
anything! These are pre-gens
Okay,
made by
well,
the
that's what
author
this
of the
pre-gen
scenario,
has.
J-Flow. She's
Thank you, author.
fantastic. So, you hide yourself and then realize you're invisible. As emerging from the dense jungle brush is a very large Tyrannosaurus Rex. And it begins to look around and sniff. And
I
it gets...
like to put in that I put entropy in here just to bend probability in our favor.
Yep, and it got 1 success, which is not enough because you're invisible. Even if it can smell you, it can't see you. I assume it can't see you moving. It's a T-Rex, right? You have to be moving or making noise, and it walks on by.
Well, that was fun.
I imagine as soon as the vibrations of it walking away reach me, I just emerge like a star-nosed mole. Like, what was that?
That was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Uh-huh. Very big. Scaly.
Murphy
Little
says,
bit-
very
little bit of
common in
feathers.
Hollow Earth.
Yeah, some feathers, not as much as they think it actually is, but some.
Damn it, I wish I'd been able to see. That would have settled so many debates.
Well, I mean, if you want to go chase it down, it went that way.
You know, let's
You can
stick to
easily
fixing
follow
our
the footprints to chase after it. In
I think
fact, Cassandra, you could, if you wanted to do an effect where you could see the sound waves coming off, coming from everywhere, and just follow the footprints by tracking the sound waves.
As intrigued as I am, I would rather not face Earth's largest land predator just yet.
With 2 dots in mind, could I project an image of what it looked like into Cassandra's mind?
Let me quickly check,
I
because
think
you can make illusions with
Mhm.
mind. Let me go to page 510.
I think you can project
Mage
a
rulebook.
thought, but you can't do telepathy.
Oh, it's so sweet. You showed me the dinosaur.
You can influence a mood with mind
Okay.
too. Mental illusions is mine too. So you could make an illusion with 2 if you give me that irritate roll.
I would love to.
Difficulty is 5. You need 2 successes.
I got 3.
Hey! Very nice. You can get some audio in with it. That's what they sound like. Fuck what Steven Spielberg says.
Weird clucking sound.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
And they walk kind of like chickens.
It looks like a Rhode Island red. Juniper, this is brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Do we want me to keep this going, or can I put my hands down, or?
Can you
I-
cover all of us as we walk, or like is this like a stationary thing?
Probably. I mean,
You can,
storyteller with
so
3
if you
successes. Am I getting
sustain
3
it,
people?
you've sustained 2. You're sustaining 2 effects right now: the path and the invisibility. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
that
So
gives you a -1 to all rolls going forward, while you have
Yep.
2 spells sustained.
yeah. So go. I can. It's gonna. I mean, I can only juggle so many things at once, but I can.
Like, this is not really it increases your difficulty by 1, I think, or reduces your dice pools by 1. The
One of
book is
those
so
ones.
big, it's hard to remember all the rules.
Yep.
We're throwing many of them out.
Tell you what, I will keep it up until I don't feel like it. How's that?
That's fair.
Great.
Tally ho then?
Looking forward on your Google Maps view,
Mhm.
or are you an Apple Maps kind of guy here, Jacoby?
Waves.
Waves, okay. You see your little kitty cat icon. I don't know what kind of icon you use.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Going along, and the other hazard notification has disappeared. So you've got a clear shot through to the base of the volcano. Birds fly overhead. Then you realize they're much higher up, and they are not birds. They are probably pterodactyls.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Oh, do
straight
you
shot.
think we can adopt one?
We could
You
name him
probably
Terry with a P.
Like from Pee-wee's
Love
Playhouse?
it.
I'm gonna keep going forward, and you guys can open up the Underworld SPCA if you want to, or walk with me. And I'm just gonna keep on walking.
So, walking along after probably about 45 minutes, you come to the base of the volcano, and the path leads you into, it looks like a wall of vines. But since you know exactly where to look because of your correspondence effect, you know this is the entrance to a cave. You can see it through it.
Well, we are here, behind the clearly hidden door, pointing at the vines.
They're a nice,
It's
lovely
very modern.
green color.
Are they too thick to push through, or can we?
Oh, you
push
can
through?
absolutely push through them. They're
Okay.
it seems like their whole purpose is just to provide a visual barrier,
Gotcha.
which was completely undone by the entropy and correspondence effect.
Yeah. Everybody else first?
Who dares enter the mystery cave?
Is this a voice we hear?
That's just what I like to say.
No.
I mean, I'll enter the mystery cave. If it's
I like
Ladies-
to think there's just like a recording right outside the door.
Ladies and ancient cowboy first.
I'll pull out my electric torch.
All right, it is dark inside. Pushing through the vines. It's at first it looks like a naturally hewn or formed cave, but eventually it kind of shapes out into something formed with tools or by sentient beings, possibly the snake people, as someone said earlier.
Is my mage map still running?
No, your mage
here?
map ended once you came inside.
Cool. So I'm no longer juggling effects.
Yep.
Great. Yeah,
Are
inside the cave.
you keeping the invisibility up?
That's what I'm saying. Inside, I'm gonna look at the others and go.
You can't look at the others; they're invisible.
I'm just gonna look around and just sort of let it go
Okay.
as we all fade back into visibility.
Oh yeah, the flashlight wouldn't work with the invisibility field up.
We're
There's a
just been a floating light, a specter.
Is just click it off, go. We're inside, so you know.
You see at the end of the pathway forward, there's a faint neon blue glow. The same neon blue glow, although much fainter, is coming out of your satchel, Jacoby.
Huh.
It's the
Okay.
crystal.
Yep.
Can I just use forces to see in a spectrum of light that's available here? Instead of
Sure.
using the
Difficulty. Let me irritate difficulty 4.
spotlight? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3.
3. Awesome. So you see, you can see infrared. You can see, whatever you want. You can even like pop your eyes so they can see better in darkness. But you also see that the crystal is emanating forces energy.
I convey that to the rest of the group.
Well, that tracks. I guess.
But like not like the light energy coming from your electric torch. Like if I were to say like if you were to think of like the quintessential energy of forces, that is what is emanating from this crystal.
Gotcha.
Refined.
Or more like
Magic.
unrefined. Raw.
Oh, raw. It's
Well.
bloody raw.
Magic energy for a magic machine, right?
Well, forces energy, not prime. He doesn't. I don't think he has prime.
Nope.
Okay. Well.
Ooh, I love that mug.
Well, to jinx it, so far this has been surprisingly easy. So let's keep going.
I mean, we haven't seen Velociraptors yet. Let's head on forward.
Oh, do you think there's them too?
I hope they're the
Let's see them.
scientifically accurate version of, like, where they're about the size of maybe a bantam hen, maybe.
Mark,
So you can.
I agree. Yes, very much so.
that is I have 1 dot in familiar, Mark. So eventually the I don't want to say trail, but the passageway comes, opens up a bit. The torch is working. Thad's eyes are working.
Yeah, I'm just following Thad because he's leading the way with his special eyes.
You are in a nice round room. Yes.
Before we go too far, I would like to, from what I was reading, correspondence and life to get an idea of if there are any snake people.
You want snake people
That's
or life
just
forms?
Life forms.
With
in the-
mind, you can do sentient life forms.
Where are the
Okay.
Snursons?
Yeah.
Come on out.
Give me a Arete roll, difficulty 5, because it is just, yeah.
1, 2, 2.
2, that's enough. It's just the 4 of you here. In this immediate area, the range you have on this is the line of your senses.
Okay.
So like if you had a really great sense of smell, you'd be able to magically smell them, or hear them, or see them, or touch. It's line of sense. That is
Okay.
what you guys can affect without upping correspondence to a large amount. So you are in a fairly large round room. There is the entrance you came from, and on the opposite side there is another passageway. This one a little bit thinner. You could have to go single file through it, and the blue glow is coming from there. Scanning the light around, you see there is actually a mural all the way around on the walls here. I assume you're all going to look at the mural.
Yeah, I was gonna
Of course.
give me a second. I'm just gonna investigate the mural.
Sure. No roll required for this bit. It reminds you of ancient Egyptian art style, but the people are in clothing that does not match up with that. You know, it's not like the headdresses and eye makeup and other hallmarks of Egyptian reliefs. The tunics and hairstyles are loose and flowing, predominantly in purple, green, and orange hues. It goes around every, all over the wall, one continuous mural. You see worshippers, leaders, and villagers in orange, purple, and green robes surrounding a large silver machine inside of a volcano. In the sky, you see warriors riding pterodactyls. And they seem to be heading towards this concentric circle looking thing, like a target, in the sky. There is a green rider and a red ray coming off of this. There are a number of rays coming off this concentric circle thing. And there's a green rider in a red ray, an orange rider in a blue ray, DVD, and a purple rider in a yellow one. And then there is a second one of these concentric circle symbols, actually in the ceiling here. It's a nice dome ceiling. You're in a nice, like, if it wasn't for the floor, it would be a sphere. You know, you're in a half sphere, a dome, basically. And that is emitting these rainbow rays.
Point at the pterodactyl riders and go, yeah, you're right. You can definitely domesticate them.
Yeah, see, they're friendly.
Good in
Okay,
case of an emergency.
So this is part user manual and part war story?
There's not really, like, they're not shown fighting anyone. There's no one depicted as an enemy. It's more like a depiction of their society, of whoever made this.
All right, so part user manual, part encyclopedia,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which I verbalized to the other three of what I'm getting out of it.
You don't think our gracious host was the one who had these commissioned, do you? Do you think he just found it?
Do you think he owns a pterodactyl?
From looking at it, there is
Probably.
a thick layer of dust on everything.
You know,
in
this looks
here.
like it's been here for a bit, and Lamont's pretty old, but I'm going to bet that we just haven't encountered the locals.
And what you can tell, remember, Lamont doesn't leave his home.
Curious.
Yeah.
Well, let's prepare to be friendly at most. I don't really see the benefit of walking into a people's land and then claiming it. I know from personal experience, but
At least.
light bulb.
Yeah, no, we're the helpful hands in this. Storyteller, given that I'm now seeing that there are in fact or were people here, you said there's a thick layer of dust over the mural. Can I make sure that is the case for like the rest of the room? There hasn't been tracks coming through here recently.
Give me a perception and survival roll. Difficulty is 7. If you have the time sphere, I don't think anyone does.
I do.
How many dots?
2. And I have correspondence too.
Give me a fucking. You can give me a magic roll if you want. To perceive back in time, like you're Christopher Walken in the Dead Zone.
First, I'm gonna see what I see now, and then I'm gonna look backwards. You said that 10s don't explode on magic. Do they do here?
How many dots do you have in your highest one of these? One of your attributor skill? It's Old World of Darkness, so it's like...
I have 4 dots perception.
I will say, you have specialties coming in at 4 dots. I didn't think they would actually apply because Old World of Darkness specialties sucked. They do explode.
Okay.
10s explode.
Because I got 2 10s in here, so I'm currently at 3 successes.
And that's enough.
4 now.
4 successes. There, you see a single file boot from like 40 years ago, maybe?
Okay. And now that I have that, now that I actually have prep work for it, now I'm going to walk over to it, kneel, and look back in time at it.
What's your cool practice or instrument you use to do this?
It kind of looks like I'm cross-referencing because I pull this book out, and like from where you can tell, like I'm holding it up like I'm comparing notes, but I'm actually looking through the book at it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the book goes translucent, and I'm just looking through a straight portal back.
Okay, give me that difficulty 5.
What?
Difficulty 5 air attack.
What is that? I can't read that one. 3 successes, 2 of them were 10s again, but they don't explode.
So you get the image, these after images of that seems to jump out of the pages of your book of soldiers dressed in gray with red armbands and old style weapons walking through this room into that skinny hallway up ahead.
Yeah.
You know who they are.
Yeah, these fucking guys. And this looks like it is. This is old. This is 40 years old, and
It's probably closer to 60.
Hey, this is like 60-ish years old, and I'm not getting the sense of like this is a recurring thing. This is just a thing that happened once.
It's happened a couple times.
Okay. But not like from what I'm looking at, not very recently.
No.
Okay. Well, we did get some land invaders here a while back, but hopefully not for some time.
Let's hope they didn't stay, whoever these invaders are.
No, it'll be really awkward for me if they did.
Oh. Gotcha. All right.
The dog says, "Why is that?"
It's a culture thing.
I'm a dog.
Look at
you're very lucky.
Look at me, you little Caucasian dog. Look here. We will have this conversation later.
Bark.
That's one of those instances where I wish I was one too. Thad, do you want to?
I've never opened a history book.
You want to keep the special site going? Give us a walkthrough.
Be our guiding light, so to speak. Our guide dog, even.
He's not a dog, so he's a person.
It's a joke for the dog. Kind people.
Hey, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was asking. You want to keep the?
Oh, yeah.
Vision up? Yeah.
Sorry, I must have muttered too low to be heard.
No worries.
Juniper, is there anything you'd like to do? I can't hear you.
I knew I was muted. I was just testing you all. We've already checked for signs of life.
Yep.
in the area. Things happened long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the device we have to swap out is in this room?
No, you do not
No?
see
Okay,
a
what's-
device in here.
What's the machinery here?
There is no machinery. There is machinery
Oh.
depicted in the mural. Would you like to take a
Okay.
closer look at the mural?
Sure, let's do that.
Give me. Would you like to use cosmology, science, academics, esoterica, investigation?
Let's see. What do I have? Can I cross-reference what's in these murals with my library?
I will give you a
messy Google
bonus.
Drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you put so many points in the library, I'm just gonna say you have a digital, because even though
Mhm.
you're a traditions mage, you can still have a tablet with all your shit loaded onto it.
She did bring her phone.
This is
It's very
2022.
messy. All right. So would that be just rolling library, or
It would be library, intelligence, and whatever skill you'd like to use. That
Ooh, let's
applies.
use academics then.
Academics. Okay. So give me all those. Difficulty is going to be 6.
Okay.
This is a shit ton of dice for you, I think.
3 successes.
3 successes. Hot damn. So you know, with your academics, the color pattern emanating from the dome in this mural clearly represents the color patterns of visible light spectrum. But it starts to deviate towards the end. You're expecting Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. But instead of indigo, it skips straight to violet and then white. You also see that you also recognize that the people with your color theory, apparently you went to art school with this. The ancient peoples depicted in the mural seem to be in complementary colors, as per color wheel theory. And you do notice the concentric circle, bullseye kind of thing at the very top definitely represents the sun. And you, looking closely, you actually notice that it's glowing. The lights, the rays seem to be glowing as if a fluorescent paint, when a light shines off it or reflects onto it, in the color that it shows. So there's a big significance in this culture with color.
So y'all see that there's a color missing, right? Because it's the light spectrum, like the rainbow.
There is?
Yeah, violet isn't
No,
there.
indigo's missing and
indigo's
white
not
is
there.
there.
Did they
so
not
not
have
a
indigo?
complete sleigh.
Incomplete.
I don't know, but also I think that's the sun, and it's glowing. Was it glowing when we walked in or after?
If a light hits
hit
it, it will
Mhm.
glow like the sun, while the individual rays will glow like their individual colors.
So
It's light
like-
reactive.
yeah,
Like glow in the dark paint.
does that
But
mean
cooler.
something?
Might have to do with the materials that they used for it, but hopefully we don't have to charge it this way. It's going to take a while.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely didn't bring any batteries out of the
So,
closet.
since you said, does this mean anything? Anyone with cosmology or esoterica or occult can give me an intelligence, and that skill roll difficulty 6.
All right, it's a low dice pool for me, but sure.
I got none of that.
1.
Also a low dice pool for me, but I'll give it a swing.
I believe Juniper has 4 in esoterica or cosmology.
Oh, I do in
Oh, that's a
cosmology.
big fat goose egg.
Ooh,
me see.
did you roll any 1s, Abby?
No.
Okay. Doesn't matter, it'd be a botch, but this isn't V5 and you don't destroy the whole game by failing a perception test.
What was the difficulty?
6.
3 successes.
Hot damn!
0, 1, 3.
Okay, so 1 and 3. The colors of the rainbow that you're seeing, this new Hollow Earth rainbow, it actually lines up with the understanding of chakras within the human body. They have specific colors to them, and they are all represented here. That would make way more sense than them missing indigo. Now, since someone got 3 successes, ancient texts often represent the chakras using colored orbs that match the visual light spectrum. But more obscure texts that you clearly have read, Juniper. Yeah, you can't. Just because you love selfies doesn't mean you aren't learned. There's an apocrypha using an alternate pattern with white for the topmost or crown chakra, and omits indigo, thus creating an acronym Roy G BVW, as you see in the mural. So this is very interesting scientifically for, I guess you would say, the occult community, in that this society that has not read, the outer Earth, exterior Earth theory on this came to the same conclusion. But also, they have a machine that can, make their own sun. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
They might be more. They might have been more advanced because they had dinosaur pets. So who are we to judge them?
So I read this Tumblr post once, and Juniper will relay all of that information.
Okay. Well, they get Tumblr down here then.
These definitely predate Tumblr. Or did they invent Tumblr?
Who knows?
Staff, is that you?
Yo,
that is.
Hold on, is one of these figures on the wall Sherlock?
Utterly fascinating. It's curious that we didn't see anyone, or perhaps you would think that this place would be tended. Wonder what happened.
You'd think so, but we're not seeing any of them, and it looks like a group of people who have a tendency to hate not those people were in here not so terribly long ago. Well, relatively speaking.
It would also make sense, like, why we need to go, like, replace the sun or whatever, because, like, that seems to be, like, the head thing, and it's just all interconnected. Like, you don't want your chakra out of whack.
That's true. Chakra needs to stay in whack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, then, following the lead of our legendary guide here, and I'll just point to Thad, I think probably should go change the battery.
All right, before we continue, should we take a quick break? We've been going for
Do
an
it.
hour and a half.
Sounds good.
I think it's a good time.
Wow, time flies.
Yeah, right? So we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching so far. And I hope you continue when we come back from break. See you soon.
Right.
My audio went through. Hi, welcome back. This new OBS update is fucking me. Welcome back to Mage, Adventure to Hollow Earth. This is a module that you can find in the Storyteller's Vault, written by my friend JFlo. She is not on Twitter, but she is a goddamn delight. And she will probably watch your actual play if you have a nice, cool YouTube link for it. So, I like her. I think she's cool. She lives in Pittsburgh, which is a mark against her, because I hate Pittsburgh. But let's get back into it. So we've just gone into color theory, cosmology, fluorescent lighting. I'm out of things to say. What do modern adventurers? Oh, and evil demon monsters from the past that look like men.
White men, no less.
These white men are dangerous.
I think we're following
We don't need
our
to say these.
we're following our intrepid gunslinger into the narrow pathway.
The dirt floor of the mural room turns into a stone-tiled hallway with the blue glow at the other end. The dusty cobweb-filled tunnel is narrow and only wide enough for one person at a time. It gives off the glow of the soft blue light. Now, Dave, I know you're an experienced dungeon crawler when you play RPGs. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go in, or as you're going in? Even if you don't know specifically what to roll for, just tell me an idea you have, and we can work out what you do.
I mean, I feel like, looking for traps is just such a trope, but, I'm definitely using, I would guess, my investigation just to keep an eye out.
Sure, give me a perception and investigation roll. Difficulty is 5.
Alright, let's see if these odd duck dice can pull me through.
God, I hope not.
Difficulty, what's that?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Holy shit, okay. So, each stone tile in this hallway has a symbol on it. The symbols are either the concentric circle, kind of a bullseye target thing, a triangle, or a pentagon. The tiles in the hallway are hand-laid and are not the same size or in a perfect grid. We are not looking at non-Euclidean space here. You see the sun symbol that Juniper pointed out earlier. When you pass your flashlight, your electric torch over it, it will glow like you saw in the mural room. And there's apparently a mural in here. You see warriors like from the pterodactyls on the walls here, but instead of like spears or hand weapons, they've got blowguns. And there seems to be something written in a language I don't think you know above the entrance to the hallway. Okay, no, the warriors were above the entrance to this hallway. And you can hear a soft machine-like hum coming from the other side of this hallway where the blue glow is emanating from. And there are walls with cobwebs that are swaying as if in a breeze.
And I would like to... Oh, sorry.
And you, with your 4 fucking successes, you're like, wait, where's this wind coming? There are holes in the walls.
Yes. Using my phenomenal luck with control entropy, I'm going to see if I can use my entropy to get myself through this by following, I don't know, because entropy, I can control probability.
Yeah, do you tell the others first?
I mean, yes, of course.
Okay. You point out the holes, you point out the tiles, you point out the script above the door. Not door, but, entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't touch the tiles, right? Or do touch the tiles.
I mean, the floor is tiles.
Yeah. Are we only supposed to touch the tiles, or are we supposed to dodge the tiles?
I would imagine that some of the tiles are probably safe and some aren't. I'm just going to...
It'd be risky to find out whatever neurotoxins they put in.
take
An
a
idea.
jaunt through
Maybe
this.
volunteer? What if I, let's say, melded the tiles to the floor, let them shoot their ammo, and then we head on our merry way?
You have matter 3, so you could do that.
Absolutely.
You're going to need 5 successes on a difficulty 6 roll. Now, you can do an extended test, which means you get to keep rolling until you have the number of successes you want. But each time you roll, you will automatically get a point of paradox. This is, I will say, the other time you can get paradox in Hollow Earth.
Oh
Beef.
boy.
Before you try that, is there any discernible pattern that we could look at for the floor?
I would say possibly, but without some sort of extra information, you would just be guessing as to a sequence or specific tile to go across.
Would
or
it
if
be,
you're supposed to avoid tiles.
would it be possible to roll something with my entropy to kind of discern what the pattern may be? Or where
Like
it hit?
pressure points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's my plan was to just using entropy, just kind of hop across and trust in luck. Using control probability.
So it is possible to do that. I'm just trying to figure out how many successes you will need for that. Because it's not an easy thing to do. Magic solves most of your problems, but it's kind of also brute forcing your way in with entropy to hope you get lucky. Beginner's luck is an actual listed use of entropy, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
What
if Thad and I combined
Sure.
to work on this together?
Difficulty 5.
Can I
Okay.
can I
Right,
chime
5
into
successes
that?
required, difficulty 5.
Can I chime into that combination thing
Sure.
with my entropy, but add time into it to get a sense of what they set the pattern as?
Yep.
All right.
You want a glimpse in the future, like you're in that bad Nicolas Cage movie?
I was going to glimpse into the past to see what they literally set the pattern as, but I can glimpse into the future if you think
Future
that'd
is
be...
easier because I have a thing here. I
Already
have
report time.
I don't know where it is now. I have a GM screen for this game that actually says how many. I don't know where it is. So, looking forward through time is a shorter distance you'd have to go than the thousands of years back into the past.
Fair enough. So I'll look into the future, and maybe this can help. Maybe this can help Cassie figure out is it easier to meld these things down, or do we just have to jump?
So I'm going to say it's the same number of successes required.
Yeah.
5 with
I'm adding on
difficulty
to you guys.
5.
Okay.
Abby, do you have entropy or time?
I'm pretty sure I have entropy. Give me 2 shakes to check my sheet. I have 1 dot in entropy.
That is enough to help out, if you'd like to.
I would absolutely love to assist, even though this isn't my particular field.
Yeah, you put on some fancy goggles.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to roll up my sleeve.
Thad maybe flips his lucky coin or something. To try to get a sense.
Could this be entropy perception?
It's just straight entropy.
Or just
It's just your
okay.
roll at this point.
Okay.
This is just your magical power, seeing if you can fuck with, probability and apparently time.
But
I've
I rolled
got
the same.
4 successes.
At 2.
Holy shit.
0.
Did you get any ones, Sarah?
I got 1.
Any successes? Botch!
1 point of paradox.
Yeah, it's only 1 because it's Mage 20th. So there's the little circle at the bottom where it says Quintessence Paradox. You mark 1 at the bottom there.
The real question is, does Juniper get it or does Murphy get it?
Oh, you can shunt it onto Murphy if you want.
I'll take it.
Yeah, hold on to it for now.
And Abby.
I rolled none with my
Any ones?
no ones.
Okay.
Just a whole bunch of 4s
Luckily
and a
we-
6.
Difficulty was 5, so that's 1 success.
Yep.
Oh,
So
hell
we
yeah!
have 7 successes total then.
So that's 7 successes as a group?
Yep. Yeah, as a group ritual.
Okay, so working together with your different techniques, lucky coin, hand practicing, drawing runes in the air, possibly, and then cool goggles with like maybe cogs and like a barometer on them. I don't know, some steampunk shit. You project an image like out before you with just raw chakra or quintessence of, I will say, a stick figure person going through different routes, like recursively going through, and you just see them. Most of the time, you see them getting nailed repeatedly with darts, and then just like seize up on the ground as poison courses through their body. Yes, there is a neurotoxin on these darts. But you do see that hopping across the sun tiles, the concentric circles, those people get across. But
How easy of a hop is that, pathwise?
Say Dex and Athletics roll. But I will lower the difficulty to 5 because of your extra successes.
Because of my what?
The extra successes you guys got as a team.
Okay.
I will go.
Well, before that, I'm going to look to Cassie and just go. All right. So, do you think that you want to try to melt all those other tiles that are not the sun tile, or do you think this is just a hop, skip, go?
If our guests are here, or maybe even something else, maybe if those velociraptors have decided to break the bulb, I think we could benefit and keep things intact. A tactical retreat, if you would. They won't know, but we will.
Makes sense to me.
Precisely.
Okay.
Oh my
You said Dex and Athletics?
Dex and Athletics, difficulty 5.
All right, here I go. 1, 2,
4 successes, baby!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do 10s explode?
I don't think you need them to.
All right, because I have a Dex and Athletics of 5 each. So I have 7 right now.
If you want them to explode, Dave, you can explode them.
All right.
I will
successes.
say exploding ones. If you roll ones on the explode, they don't subtract because that's just annoying.
Just 8. Just 8.
It's just 8. Did anyone not get any successes on difficulty 5?
I haven't rolled yet.
I'm scared to roll after my last one.
Staring at you. Awaiting. See you
As I hop across, I take out my guns and twirl them because it's fun.
I got 4 successes.
Hot damn!
Let me re-roll the 10s. 'Cause I added
Jennifer,
my...
we should lock arms and hop.
He just needed one success.
He just...
No, I'm going to keep rolling because I keep getting 10s.
Right? I got these 10s. I'm gonna roll them. Damn it!
So hopping
Because I added my
across
Daredevil onto it.
on
9.
these squares like you're playing some sort of deadly game of hopscotch with varying degrees of flair. Some of you like Michelle Kwan, others of you like me trying to dance. Make your way across this trapped tiled floor, avoiding the fate of many of these stick figure projections.
Yeah, I'll go last, and using my Daredevil merit, I'm literally just gonna fucking sprint.
That is a different roll, Zach.
I mean, that adds 3 dice onto my roll.
That is wits and athletics, difficulty 5, because you...
Okay, that is the exact same that I rolled already.
Okay, how many successes did you get?
I got 9.
Fuck. So you needed
like
3 for that.
I kept getting 10s.
We get it. Your dick is big. Just stop showing off.
That giant dick is actually activating darts. No.
That's my curse to bear.
So you all make it across the way unscathed. Congratulations, you got through the trapped hallway. As you enter the next large cavern in the center of the volcano, the jungle atmosphere washes away into a clean, cool, almost sterile environment. Instead of lava, a large Olympic-sized swimming pool of blue glowing water sits in the center, while a low hum of machinery fills your ears. The room is bright due to the sun's rays beating down from the volcano's mouth. In the center of the pool itself is a machine rising up 60 stories in height into the volcano mouth. Chrome beams, copper wires, Tesla coils, and pneumatic tubes push unfathomable quantities of energies around in a vast array of blue, magenta, yellow, and orange. Every few minutes, a steam pipe hisses and lets out an alarming sound, while red lights flash dire warnings. There, in the middle of it all, is a crystal, similar to the one that Roland gave you, but cracked. Clearly, it is a focus for this whole contraption, the true smoking god, and it is holding up Hollow Earth's sun, but just barely. There are 4 metal walkways that lead to the machinery rising out of the pool. I have a picture that I will show you all. We will not be using a battle map at all. I'm just posting pictures.
Okay.
There is some volcanic rock debris scattered about. And in the center of the room is the large silver machine that represents the one you saw in the mural room.
Well, that looks simple enough.
We should make sure there aren't any more tiles or security precautions. And as well, before we replace any sort of core, I'm certain you've all heard of Chernobyl. Let's be careful before we replace this.
It rings a
What
bell.
is a Chernobyl?
Like the TV show?
Yeah, just like the TV show.
You know, let's just be careful.
Okay. I'm going to
If you're being careful, would you like to roll anything before you walk into the room?
Daredevil.
Oh yes, could I want to give it a once-over. Just anything with a trained scientist's eye. Before you walk into a lab, where's my equipment? What exits do we
Give
have?
me a perception and alertness or investigation, difficulty 6.
I got 4 dots of investigation. You know what I'm going to use.
Anyone else like to roll anything?
I'm just
Like
gonna
that.
look around. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to use the thing like I did before to sense life.
Oh, you've still got that up, right? Then it goes off automatically. The blue waters that seem to be cooling the machine are full of life and prime magic, and seems to just be radiating life energy. Like you've seen this kind of energy before when you've seen people get healed using life magic. Similar kind of aura coming off the water.
Okay.
Fascinating. And that is 4 successes for my part.
4 successes. So you see the crystal at the heart of the machine, at the center of the epicenter of the catwalks. It is behind thick glass, and it seems there is a chrome, sleek-looking panel in front of it on the southern catwalk. You can see different little colors and shapes on it, but you can't super make it out from here. I will give you your successes once you get closer, if you decide to get closer.
I absolutely will.
Everyone else?
Yeah, hopping up onto the catwalk behind her just to, because I'm still holding the thing in my bag.
Okay. So the glass enclosure thing, you can tell it's very thick glass. There are no doors, latches. It's sealed shut. These are standard, dungeon crawl kind of puzzles to get the MacGuffin, right? You gotta do my puzzle now. The control panel in front of it has circular buttons that seem to be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, but there's no indigo button.
This would be a great time to mention that I'm colorblind, so... Would
Uh,
someone with able eyes look at this for me?
Yeah,
Also, there's still... how many successes did you get? 6?
4.
4. Okay.
Like doubloons.
You see, the last thing you see on here is in like blocky stencil letters, spray painted on with black paint, DE3. It's like a World War II supply crate kind of thing. And next to that, kind of over it, actually, like graffitied over it, is a swastika.
Firstly, terrible. Actually, could I just do a quick little like matter thing to like maybe make the paint particles where that swastika is painted
Difficulty 5,
vanish?
Arte.
Hell yeah!
Guess what? You succeed.
Hell yeah, baby! I'm
Fuck
just gonna
Nazis.
fuck Nazis. I just see it. Ugh. Make it vanish and then focus. All right, DE3. Is that some sort of code? Junie, dear, would you come and look at this with me? We've
Yeah.
got a code. We've got the similar rainbow pattern, sans indigo, but
If you'd like to try a skill roll, it will be a difficulty 7 for Juniper, intelligence and academics, and for Cassandra, difficulty 4, intelligence and academics.
ooh, can do.
And there is a very specific reason why you get a way lower one.
My difficulty was 7.
Yes, and hers is 4.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
I have got a lot of dice, so I need to get them already. That's a lot of tons. I'm gonna need a minute. Seven successes.
Okay. So, you know that DE3 stands for a team of members of the Society of Ether that fought in World War II against the Nazis, called Doc Eon and his terrific trio. They beat the ever-loving piss out of the Nazis at every turn, and they were here. They were here. They probably worked on this machine last, and you are now following in their footsteps.
They're terrific trio, and kind of in this manic, just going on, probably for a little too long, going on about the doc and all their Nazi killing adventures. Just
For more
probably
information,
gonna
check
take
out
someone
the
to
Sons
stop.
of Ether convention book or traditions book. They're in it in the fiction.
But that all aside, maybe we won't have to deal with these particular guests because they were probably here before us.
Great. Did they leave any instructions on how to open this thing?
No, I got very excited when I saw that.
Okay. Well,
So I sent you guys a picture of what the control panel looks like.
Junie, did you remember the order of the colors out there, or?
I do. Do we think that they go?
Like in chakra order, maybe from head to toesy woesies.
Okay, so that's gonna be this one first, and she'll go. What's the reverse order? It's white, violet.
White, violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, red.
There you go.
The control panel flashes and says incorrect, try again.
Well, shit.
And then all colors flash twice. And then
Reverse order.
you just tried reverse order.
Oh, then
head
the
first
reverse
order.
of what I just did.
So, or up then.
Yeah.
So what would that be?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white.
Incorrect. Try again.
What if we tried rainbow order? And I'll put that in.
Well,
Actually, if
no,
I'm
no, no.
putting... yeah, 'cause
That- Well,
No.
that actually was the same order.
I'm tiny
Yeah.
brain moments.
Yep.
I'm colorblind. Don't be mean to me. Don't bully me.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So there's the circular buttons and then there's the triangles
Mm-hmm.
on the outside. Did the number of flashes change after the second?
It's always two.
Two?
Two
Okay.
flashes.
Can I try something?
Sure. There have been no extra sounds or clanking whenever you get one wrong, other than like incorrect. Try again.
I'm gonna do the red. I'm gonna do the red to. I'm gonna do the red to white order, but I'm alternating the circles and triangles.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Mhm.
first you hit
Red circle,
a second.
orange triangle, yellow circle, green triangle.
Incorrect. Try again.
So by the time I get there, it tells me that.
When you finish it, it says incorrect.
Okay. And then because
Reverse.
it is actually the same in reverse order, it doesn't change. I reverse it back and go, well, shit.
What were the color of the riders on the mural?
The riders. Let's see.
And did they have an order?
Let me read back to you because you got so many goddamn successes. It's either seared into your brain, you took an audio note or something. I didn't see fit to give anyone eidetic memory. No one here is Batman. Where are we? Load. The pterodactyl riders float about the ceiling. The green rider in the red ray, the orange rider in the blue, and the purple rider hovers in the yellow.
So that was green, red, orange, blue. What was the last?
Purple in the yellow.
Well,
And you know that purple is complementary to yellow, orange is complementary to blue, and green is complementary to red.
well, 3 of those are triangles.
So the flowers are triangles.
So, okay. So I'll try green, red,
Nope.
or... Okay.
Just saving time. Sorry. Don't mean to be rude.
No, that's fine.
Oh, son of a bitch! And I'm literally gonna pull my book up and I'm gonna try entropy time correspondence mix to look back to about the time that DE3 was written to see like is there a color pattern hit from that.
1 second. Let me quickly look up the difficulty of looking back 80 years.
I'm using tools and shit like personal tools.
Yep. Okay. You need 6 successes. Difficulty 5.
6 successes, difficulty 5.
Uh-huh.
Do I get additional dice or do I lower the difficulty with personalized instruments?
You personalized instruments lowers your difficulty. Spending quintessence lowers your difficulty. Minimum 3.
Okay. Well, I'm going to spend for some automatic successes.
So 1 willpower.
Yep.
I assume you're doing an extended test.
Yep. What was my difficulty again?
5 because you have 2 in time.
Okay, so I got that 1 success from the willpower. I just got 3 successes.
That's 4. You need 5 to succeed, right? Or 6.
Yep. So I'm gonna take a point of paradox on this extended test.
Yep.
And lose a die. And get 2 more successes.
All right. So you flash back to these 4 people. Well dressed with crazy like ray guns and like Barbella-esque technology, kind of those retro futuristic looking things.
Yeah. And for reference, you all just like in the color thing, you just see me go. You just curse and just literally like hold my book up to it like I'm looking at a screen.
Mm-hmm. And you see Doc Eon. You make out Doc. You assume it's Doc Eon. because they're wearing a lab coat as if they're like just some Johnny Quest bullshit. They're like, all right, it's very simple. If we have to come back here, just remember we're doing it in, the reverse chakra order, starting with red, and then we go to its complementary color, which would be the green triangle, and then we go onwards to orange, which is the next in the chakra order, and then we go, to yellow, and then its complementary, and then so on and so forth.
Because I'm hearing him talk and I have a
And
correspondence
you actually
of 2,
see him touching the buttons.
Yeah, that's the thing is, because I have a correspondence of 2 and I'm hearing him talk, as he says it, I'm just hitting and like not talking, just boop, boop, boop. And so yeah, I'm just, you guys just see me like blind
Last you
hitting
see him go boop on the white. Red, green, orange, yellow, purple, green, blue, orange triangle, purple circle, and then white. Boop. And you see the panel flash. Thank you, Friends of Eon. Access granted. And the glass panel slides down into the machine itself. The top just disappearing entirely. And the machine gets louder. The hum. The crystal begins to glow even brighter. A beam of energy shoots straight through the top into all the different mirrored arrays.
Does the thing open?
Yeah, no, the glass slid down and you have access to the crystal.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, my bad.
Well.
As I said, let's be delicate about this.
Yep. Nope. That gave me a funny feeling. Okay. Does somebody want to carefully remove that while I carefully put this one in?
I have medical gloves and I snap them.
Hot. Okay, your turn.
All right, I will begin the process of carefully removing the crystal. And actually, I'm going to pull some mage bullshit because we're playing a mage game. Using my abilities in matter, I would like to almost temporarily weld the broken crystal to my gloves so that it moves a bit more smoothly as I take it out. There's added stability.
So you want to like Spider-Man this thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Or like Gecko grip
if
it?
I want to, precisely. Like, if I want to get even more scientific about it, I have these, plastic medical gloves, and I am making the plastic molecules in such a way to form ridges similar to that of, let's say, a gargoyle gecko.
Oh, you could increase the friction on your gloves. Go for it. Difficulty 5, because I believe that only requires matter 2.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. The high pitch. Hell yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes is exactly enough that you needed. Yeah, you could wiggle and shake it as much as you want. That crystal's not going anywhere.
Yep, as soon as we have this put away, we are putting it in there. Back into a safe container. Because
Sounds good.
I am not responsible for a second extinction.
Let's not. Yeah, let's not. I'll take the thing out. Ginny, you want to help me make sure this goes in nice and proper?
I mean, sure.
Oh, actually, I have a pack of these, and I'm reaching into my bag and pulling out more latex. I can make them. If you would like the gecko gloves.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
All right.
I like to get my hands on-
one hand with the
Thaddeus,
crystals.
I need an alertness and perception roll from you, Thaddeus.
Alrighty. So there's a
Difficulty is 6.
That makes me nervous.
And you said it was perception and
Alertness.
Alertness. Where are you? Alertness.
Left.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And what was the diff again?
6.
5.
5 successes?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. As they're working with the crystals, your enhanced senses from years and years of, experience, that far surpass regular humans, you feel movement. You see all of a sudden guys are rappelling down the sides of the volcano above, and a man walks out of the hallway you came from. He is wearing a greenish-gray suit. His hair is slicked with water. His suit, actually, you can see, has like rips and tears that have been hastily sewn up, a chest of gleaming metals, and a big red armband on it. And he begins to clap.
We have company, and I just pull out my guns and start shooting.
Friends of... I'm monologuing. Fuck you. Friends of Eon, thank you for helping us bypass that pesky wood. We shall be taking the crystals now for the glory of our side. I'm not going to call it because it's dumb and stupid, but you see guys in full-on, like, soldier regalia, you know, rappelling down, and a couple dudes in tattered, like, cultist robes come out.
Oh, not these fucking nerds.
It's the Nazis!
I'm literally just I'm gonna go. Hold that thought. I'm gonna put the crystal right back in my bag, and just go.
Dave gets a surprise round, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
Yep.
Yeah. So, the guns come out, and I just start blasting.
Okay. Would you like to? You have ambidextrous, so
yes.
you can split your dice pool. You'd roll 5
I have
each.
2 guns.
Yeah. Are you going to target? Who are you going to target? There are 4 dudes coming down. They've got like submachine
guns. The guy
guns.
monologuing.
You are shooting the officer.
Yes.
He somehow looks old and like he hasn't aged in like 60 years or something, as if being in Hollow Earth fucking sucks.
What is the difficulty for a gun?
6.
All right. So. And I assume 10s explode here because of my...
Because you are literally
firearms.
The saint of guns? Yes.
Okay.
What do you have? How many dots do you have in forces?
1.
Really? That sucks. You could have like enhanced your bullets and stuff if you had more.
So 6 successes on the first shot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on the second shot. So the officer catches one, and one of the guys that's rappelling down, I'm just like bang without looking and bang.
Okay. I have to find damage, but I'm certain the officer is dead. Because...
Well, the damage on a revolver is base, on a heavy revolver is base of 6.
Alright, and your big-ass cowboy pistols are definitely heavy revolvers. So, 6 plus... Okay, that is 11 damage dice. You want to roll me 11 dice? He is not dodging this because he did not expect you to turn and shoot at him as you did.
Yeah, I assume diff 6 for damage?
Yep.
Okay. 7 for the first shot.
Oh my god, Dave.
It's 11 dice, man.
7? Yeah, he's dead.
And one of the guys rappelling down.
And that was 5. Yeah, so... Yeah. Add your success. They aren't dodging because they weren't prepared for you, because you are in the surprise round. You were the fastest gun, not just in the West, but probably in the world.
So 6 from that one as well.
So you penetrate this Nazi fuck's helmet, the bullet rattles around, and he just falls like 30 feet to the ground as all the other ones finish repelling, and now we roll initiative. So for initiative in Old World of Darkness, you take the number of dots you have in dexterity and the dots you have in wits, and then you roll a d10 and add all the numbers together. Okay. So if you have 3 dex, 3 wits, you roll a d10 and add 6 to it.
Is that something I could add Daredevil onto or not?
I'm gonna say nah.
Okay, well, I'm adding 7 anyway.
So 7 for Juniper.
Okay.
Whatever I roll on this, I'm adding the number of dots that I have in dexterity and wits as a number to it, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's a 16.
That's really good.
17.
That's better.
12.
Okay. So, we know who's going first, and it is Dave.
So I'll do the same thing. I'll take 2 shots.
Are you aiming for like the soldiers or the cultists?
We have 4 soldiers. Well, 3 soldiers coming down now, right?
Yes.
And how many cultists?
4.
Okay. The soldier. 2 of the soldiers.
Okay. Roll it.
5 successes for the first shot.
Okay. Oh my god.
Correct. And 4 for the second one.
All right. Roll damage dice. Should be 11
How-
and 10
Okay.
because they're gonna try to shoot you.
All right. So 10, 11 for the first guy.
He's.
1, 2,
I think 6 killed.
4, 5, 6. Do 10s explode for damage? It's already 6.
He's dead. I don't.
Okay.
You can't have a specialty in damage, so.
He explodes.
Okay.
He explodes. Yeah. He
And then-
explodes. And as he does it, he goes, "Ursula, no! 9!" Thank you for redeeming 1,000
And
points.
7
Lord.
damage. 7 damage for the second shot. And I'm sad that I couldn't explode 10s.
So, fun fact, mortals don't get to soak lethal damage, which is what bullets are. No, I was going to be mayor of Dusseldorf! Which, as we know, is German for idiot town. Fuck Nazis. They're not good people. Next is our 16.
How many more people are coming in?
So there's 1 stormtrooper, and
Yep.
then there's 4 cultists that are wearing robes and are pulling out pistols. The guy that finished rappelling down has like an MP40 submachine gun.
Okay. Yeah, putting the thing back in my bag, I'm going to look at Juniper and Cassandra and go, are you any good at fighting?
I have an idea, but I took a Brazilian jiu-jitsu class once.
I can probably punch someone, but also I can just make them really, really miserable.
Awesome. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to stomp on the walkway that the cultists are on. And I want to correspondence forces just fuck gravity on that walkway.
Fucking with gravity is not the easiest, I think.
It's not the easiest, but it's still within my range
What do
to influence forces. It doesn't even have to be.
Because you're
I'm not
stopping,
trying to
you don't
make-
need prime.
Yeah. No.
So I have a huge chart on around page 510 of the core rule book that I go through, and it's suggestions of what stuff needs. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm not even trying. Just to clarify, for difficulty's sake, I'm not even trying to make them float. I'm trying to make it just hard to walk and stand because it's just trippy on that.
Yeah, this will affect 2 guys. Well, this will affect the platform, which you only need the 1 success on.
Exactly, which I
Extra
got
successes impacts it more. Trying to affect the guys requires a lot more successes.
No, I'm specifically
I
trying to.
know. I'm explaining it to the others.
Okay, yeah.
So by affecting this non-living thing, yeah, it's just you just enhance your force through it, and these guys are going to have a penalty to their attack.
Yep. So I'm gonna stomp. I got 1 success, so their feet are gonna get all slippy, and I'm just going to grab. I'm gonna grab onto this thing and just sort of swing around it to get out of the way of the other guy's gun.
You stomp down like the Hulk in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and you just see like the platform like a cartoon, like a 1920s cartoon arm kind of thing. Next, I believe, is Abby.
That's me, baby. So I was doing some very concerning Google searches while people were doing that. But is anyone aware that napalm only has 2 ingredients?
Yes, I
Yes.
am.
One of which being palmitic acid, which is commonly found in fats such as mammals, and the other is naphthalene, which can be found in fabrics and mothballs.
I have to ask you before you continue, do you have points in the life sphere?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I do, but I want to make certain. Scroll.
You have no dots in life.
I don't. Damn it.
Juniper, if you'd like to go on Juniper's turn, the two of you could work together
Absolutely. Juniper, I just.
to try to turn someone's body into napalm.
Oh, I wasn't going to turn them into I was going to turn their clothes into napalm.
Oh, then do you need life?
Yeah,
Or do
you
you
don't
see
need
matter?
yeah, you just need matter, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was.
I mean, you can
Oh,
also make
no.
something like napalm with styrofoam and gasoline.
Well, now I'm getting so many good ideas, but I'm going to start with the
There are a
clothes.
lot of YouTube videos about this. This is not TOS.
Not TOS. Just
This
don't
is
do it,
research.
please. I'll send feedbacks to it. Don't do it.
What?
But anyways, what rules are very good?
So if you want to just turn their clothes into napalm and also use forces to make it very hot, I will need an arete roll. Difficulty is going to be 6. Now remember, you can spend 3 points of quintessence to lower that difficulty to 3, and a point of willpower to get an automatic success.
But that's also spending a lot of your stuff at once.
Yes, but she has 5 points of quintessence.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I will spend those 3 points of quintessence because napalm is one of those things that once it gets somewhere, it gets everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to save the willpower for now, but here goes.
Okay, so difficulty 3. Turn. I assume you're going for like the big soldier guy.
Oh, absolutely. He looks sensitive. I bet he's just going to flail around and get it everywhere. Okay. 4 successes.
4 successes. Hot damn.
Literally.
So I'm just treating this as a damage roll with forces. Fun fact about mages doing damage with magical effects: they don't get to try to soak at all. It's just you inflict damage levels. And because you got 4, I will say that translates to 6 or 8 even, based on the chart. And you turn this man into a pile of screaming ash.
Excellent.
I'm getting such good research notes on this.
I'll have to see what else I can do to get that reaction. But anyways.
Alright, so I'm going to have the cultist go next because they rolled a 10.
The wobbly cultist.
Yeah, so there's 2 wobbly ones and 2 non-wobbly ones. One is going to run at, or is going to fire at the
Wobbly.
good doctor. The other one is going to fire at the cowboy with their German guns.
Oh, we're all 4 not on the same walkway?
You guys are kind of in the middle. I'm just...
Okay, cool.
So...
Does our mosquito shield factor into this in any way?
I think if they try to grab us, it does.
Because it was only for biological things and not, I said like spears or bullets.
Gotcha.
So 1 success to hit Dave.
Is there any dodging?
If you didn't take your action, you could dodge.
Okay.
You could spend. I will let you spend a point of willpower to try to dodge to do Dex and Athletics,
Sure. I don't like getting shot.
or you can try to soak the 2 damage. Sorry, 1 damage because I rolled a 1 on it.
Can you do that bullet catch route?
I don't. I looked it up. I don't have the necessary
Darn.
magic. Otherwise, yeah, I would totally just catch it and put it in my gun.
Oh, that'd be badass. Ooh, with correspondence, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So soaking is just what?
So if you're trying to soak it, if you can't, you would just because it's lethal, right?
Right.
It's 1 damage to you.
But then I'm gonna dodge it.
Okay.
You mentioned soaking. That's why I was like, okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Listen.
I'll roll my 10 dice to dodge this thing.
And I'm gonna roll for the good doctor while you're trying to dodge.
I'm in danger.
And he botches.
So what's the difficulty to dodge?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you.
I do that cool thing where I just turn and the bullet whizzes by and just little blood on the cheek.
Sure. And this other dude's gun explodes. One's gonna
Nice.
fire at Zach. One's gonna fire at Juniper. and miss.
Get fucked,
And
bozo.
miss on both because of the penalty.
Yep, I was swinging around the back anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right,
All right.
Juniper's turn.
So we have 2 baddies still up.
There are 4 baddies still up.
4 baddies still up. I would like to look at a baddie that has not taken damage yet and work a little life magic. Humans have a lot of gut bacteria,
That's
and
true.
I would like to turn their gut bacteria into necrotizing fasciitis.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And I'll spend a point of willpower.
All right, so this is going to be difficulty 6. Would you like to
Okay.
spend quintessence?
That lowers the difficulty.
Yes, from 6 to a minimum of 3.
Let's spend 2 quintessence.
If you tell me like what kind of like magic-y practice you're doing to enact this change on this dude, I will lower the difficulty by 1 more to 3.
I kind of just want to point and do the bewitched nose wiggle.
That is movement.
That is also a thought form, so I will allow it. Difficulty 3.
Right.
You have tapped into the mental space that that television show has occupied in the minds of modern day people.
Oh god, yeah, that's movement, thought form, mass media, and eye contact.
This is a fucking game, okay?
Yeah.
You can listen. I think my wife's played something that has paid someone to use mind affecting magic on them.
The most intense eye contact. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. So that is going to be 4 damage, but we're not looking at damage, are we? We're looking at some sort of horrifying disabling effect on the enemy, like a crowd control kind of thing.
Severe tummy hurtitis.
Oh, that's gonna hurt real bad.
So this man just starts to scream as he feels his whole body just eating itself.
Mhm.
I'm not going to get too into detail because it is horrifying.
Yeah, don't go to the Wikipedia page. Trust me on that one.
Yeah. This is not a good way to die, so it's a great way to die for a Nazi fuck.
Mhm.
And the others are just kind of like, oh god.
Who's next?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, top of the order. Gunman.
Okay. So just up here, I've looked at my guns. I have a rate of 2 on each, which technically means I could shoot 2 bullets at 2 shots in a round from each gun.
Don't make me look up how to...
Well, that's why I was looking. That's why I was looking up.
Yeah, well, thank you.
So I was wondering if I could potentially take 3. There's 3 of them left?
Yes.
There's 2 of them. So that's why I was wondering if I could shoot all 3, or I'll just shoot 2. It won't make it too difficult. There. Alright. I'm going to shoot a guy. Or attempt to shoot a guy. That is 3 successes
Okay.
for that guy. And 1, 2, 3, 4 successes for the second guy.
Alright, roll me 9 damage dice for the first and 10 for the second.
Alright. All deaths brought to you by Odd Duck Dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
He's
for
dead.
the first one. And I lost a die. Die down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with the second.
This dude's technically still standing.
Okay.
Thaddeus, you've forgotten the face of your father.
Oh no.
That is a reference to The Gunslinger by Stephen King, a book series which is about a cool gunslinger that's basically the same thing as Thaddeus. I recommend the series. Don't finish it. Its ending sucks. Jacoby, I believe, is next. There's a man who's on the brink of death and another cultist left.
Cool. With that cultist, I want to utilize that area of low gravity that I just made, and with some daredevil skills and some nice luck, I want to chance just how hard I can swing myself around this thing to just fly at this guy and knock him over.
You want to
The
swing
most
around like
quintessential
some Robin Williams hook pirate antics.
I was going a little bit more Muay Thai with it, but yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah, Muay Thai is also good.
Just gonna go. It's gonna go like unnaturally far distance fly.
I'm gonna say whatever you want to roll for this. Difficulty 6.
I'm going to call it my Arte because I'm doing some entropy with it, but I'm going to add my Daredevil onto it.
Yeah, go for it.
I got 3 successes.
All right, it goes off. You going for the injured guy or the uninjured guy? Sorry, my brain is crashing. Are you going for the injured guy or the uninjured guy?
The still standing guy.
Okay. I'm going to have him roll something.
My intention is to utilize the fact that he can't keep his balance so well to just send him flying.
It doesn't really matter when I roll 3 1s and no successes.
Nah.
So instead of him falling down into the healing water that Thaddeus told you about with the altered gravity, you send him up into the Tesla coils.
Yep.
Put there, definitely put there by Doc Eon, and you just see him get electrocuted like a cartoon character. Like his bones are visible, like as he's blinking black and light blue back and forth.
Huh. Lucky me. I'm gonna kick the guy on the ground and walk back.
Nice. Abby and Cassandra and Juniper, your turn. This last guy is basically you can kill him however you want.
Juniper, my dear, I have an inquiry for science, and I would love to test it with you.
Yes.
So, you understand the human body very intimately.
No. Doc. My answer is yes.
Absolutely. Let's make napalm with this man's
Okay.
fat. And we can just join hands and do that.
Wonder Twins, go.
Difficulty 6.
Oh, what am I rolling on this one?
You need Arete, difficulty 6.
Okay.
I would recommend
will
spending
spend
willpower. Yep. If you have quintessence left, maybe spend that.
3 successes.
Also 3 successes, not including the success that I bought.
So, you ever watch Supernatural?
Oh yeah.
You know when
Did
they
you
use
send it to super hell?
I was just saying, when they stab someone with an angel blade and their eyes and mouth light up? It's kind of like that at first, and then it starts to smell like brimstone, and everything starts to bubble and boil. You get a lot of nice data from this. It's not nice data, actually. You remember when you said you were going to commit a war crime?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not.
If you
gave us
commit war
Nazis.
crimes against Nazis, you committed one, but they're Nazis, so fuck them.
Just to clarify, is it the guy that's writhing in pain on the ground that I kicked, or the different guy?
This is the dude that Dave shot and you kicked.
Okay, cool. Making sure I don't have to run away from fire.
Mm-hmm.
Splash damage.
Oh, it's contained by the skin.
Yeah, he's like a big.
Temporarily.
He's like a turkey cooking itself from the inside.
Hey, we're time period relevant.
I have never committed such a beautiful atrocity in all my years.
Man, mage players just love to just become monsters immediately. So unlike vampire or werewolf in other games, there's nothing stopping you from being a monster in this game. There's no conscious or anything.
Only paradox.
Yeah, and you could be a dick and use a gun, and you wouldn't get any paradox. Or you could heal people and get tons. Look, you could be John Wayne Gacy and not use magic, and get no paradox. Or you could be Mother Teresa, heal people, and get tons of paradox. It doesn't line up with morality. Mages.
Did you just call me a dick?
Listen, I took it back and said John Wayne Gacy. Yes.
It's I didn't even build this character.
All right, so these Nazi fucks are dead.
I just sort of wipe my hands off. Well, now that is dealt with, shall we?
I'll walk back up to these two and just look at the guy immolating. Just go. Horrifying. Great.
It smells like pork.
Oh,
Gross.
yes, long pig.
Ate that and just pull the unscathed crystal thing out of my bag. Just go,
Like a nice bright glue blow, like a Tesseract from those Marvel movies.
ta-da.
It slots in, a beam shoots up, goes into the various machinery bits. Everything gets brighter, more intense. Clanking intensifies. The sun itself begins to glow and pulse and just expand as it pulses. And it just goes back to its regular size. The machine evens out, and the glass case goes back up.
I think we're done here.
Seems like mission accomplished.
All right.
Shall we click at the pen?
Yeah, I take out the pen.
The top is now glowing bright blue.
One minute. Before we go,
Uh-huh.
since the body technically takes a while to die, can I please turn the dead bodies using their gut bacteria into like a bush or a shrub or just something that looks a little less gross?
You know, considering what he said about magic working better down here, I think if we're ever going to do it, now's the time.
You could.
Exactly.
You could.
I like to clean up after myself.
Because they are dead and the soul has left the body. But like the cells aren't dead.
Yep.
You don't need matter. You don't need spirit. There's already stuff, so you don't need prime. Time doesn't matter. Correspondence doesn't matter. Forces don't matter. Yeah, you can do it.
It's life, yeah.
No mind needed. Yeah, go for it.
It's just life and simple organisms.
Since it's not going to have an impact on your character, what would you like to turn them into?
What was my difficulty?
Don't worry. Just freestyle it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn them into some really nice cave trees.
Ooh, I've heard of those.
Actually, before we leave, Junie, what if we do find ourselves a pterodactyl? We can co-parent.
I would love that.
You want to bring a pterodactyl back into Mr. Lamont's mansion?
Murphy,
I mean,
do
he
you
has
want
the
a
space
sibling?
for one. Murphy requested it.
Murphy
Nice.
said so.
We could name him Terry with a P.
Pork.
Terry with a P. Yes.
I was here the whole time. Bark.
You did great, buddy.
They were.
He like comes out from like behind Juniper. Like, yes, I was here the whole time. I'm very brave.
Murphy's more for emotional support.
Please rub my belly.
Okay.
You did wonderful, buddy. Tell you what, I don't feel like going back out into the wilderness, but if you can get a pterodactyl here, I'm all for it.
But
Here,
seriously, we used to summon
pterodactyl.
it.
Looking up at the
Here,
open
pterodactyl.
hole in the ceiling.
So how do you lure in a pterodactyl?
Reach out with your...
I mean, I got two in correspondence. Maybe we could reach out using your life force magic, my talkie magic, into a pterodactyl's brains, the nearest one. And
Okay.
summon it for.
Okay. Wonder Twins go.
Let's Wonder Twins this bitch.
So if you have 2 dots in life, you can summon animals.
I
I
have
was gonna
3.
say-
Life and mind, I think you guys have enough to summon
Don't
a
you need-
pterodactyl.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask if I could use life and correspondence 2 each to pull like since you could pull like a house cat. If I could pull like a baby pterodactyl or like a pterodactyl egg.
I mean, you would just need more successes.
Yeah. Between the two of them, with the combined correspondence and life, yeah, that's exactly what can happen here.
Sometimes
Do you
I
want
just
2
ignore what
moms?
the book
Come here.
says because the book is sometimes wrong, in my opinion, when it's like, you need mind in order to telekinetically lift something. No, you don't. You just need forces. So, yeah, you can just need more successes. So difficulty 5, and whoever wants to work on it can roll me Arte.
I'll roll.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm gonna chip my correspondence into this because I just want to see it happen.
Same.
What
I was
do
gonna use
pterodactyls
correspondence in
eat?
life.
3
Oh.
successes.
2
Difficulty check?
successes.
The 5.
5. Oh, 3 successes then.
Also 3 successes.
We really want this boy.
Was that a combination 12 successes?
It's our time.
Okay, after some
How
time,
did you
as
become an
you
adventuring party? We decided to go parent a pterodactyl.
as you combine your like power rings, like you're the fucking Planeteers, a green, gray, I don't know what color pterodactyls are. Pterodactyl descends down, looking for the source of this call, as if you're fucking Aquaman, and just goes, "Ah!"
A baby.
Oh, a child.
It is the size of a cow, plus wings.
I love it. I'm gonna knit you a sweater.
Terry, oh, welcome
Can
to
we
your
go
new
now?
family.
I think now's a good time.
I clicked the pen.
And well,
Whoa,
the colors
Terry's weird little
orange,
hands.
orange, purple. Boom, same colors as before. We're flashing. We're going through the Doctor Who time portal kind of thing. That music's playing that I can't imitate with my voice. You find yourself on the parquet floor of Lamont Manor. And he's just sitting there, drinking his tea. Oh!
I light a cigarillo.
What the hell is that?
That's
This
Terry.
is Terry.
They picked up a souvenir.
That would be a pterodactyl.
I'm going to gently pick up Cassie's hand with the glove and the crystal still stuck to the fucking glove and just pull the glove off. And hand the broken crystal to Lamont. Let's go.
Oh no, I want the glove as well. Splendid.
Yeah, but it's attached, so it's yours.
Splendid. All right. Everything's working well. 1965 still exists.
I didn't check.
Everyone's still grooving. I mean, let me look up songs that came out in 1965 and see if they're still on Spotify.
That's very clever.
Can't Help Myself and Game of Love are still present, yes.
Wonderful. All right. Payment. What would you like?
I would like a pterodactyl enclosure.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing. One for Terry, our child. Actually, Terry, what are your pronouns? We need to know what Terry's pronouns
It's
are.
just shrieks and dinosaur
Very fair.
and tries to start flying around the room. It's knocking over a bunch of lamps.
I also don't want to pay for those.
That's kind of a low pay rate, but okay.
Yes. If we can just get a large atrium built for Terry, maybe a pterodactyl trainer.
Are you familiar with Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis?
No.
Okay, well, it's yours now.
Thank you. Terry, do you hear that? You're a homeowner now.
It is a enclosed football stadium. Gen Con takes it over every year to have board games and RPGs played on the field now.
Not anymore. There's a pterodactyl in there.
It's now it's fucking yours, Terry. All right.
Terry runs Gen Con.
Terry.
Jacoby, what would you like?
Next year.
Oh, geez. God, come back to me. I'm not sure. I didn't think about that far.
Sure, think about it. You could use my lab. I could set up a talk with you for, I don't know, the spirit of entropy. Gold doubloons are just over there. He points behind his chair. There's a huge Oscar the Grouch size pile of gold doubloons there. How about you, Mr. Thaddeus?
I think for a minute.
Would you like to hunt dragons on Mars?
No, I don't think so. I'm also thinking.
All right, and
Clearly pondering.
Cassandra, how about you?
Oh goodness, aside from being Terry's co-parent, actually, I would really like, could I have two of your lab and, I don't know, maybe we could grab coffee and talk more about science? You have
Splendid.
such an intriguing mind.
But of course. And he hands you a little punch card with 6, good for one lab and talk time.
Yes.
You know, I could probably use a better base of operations than where you just pulled me out of.
Would you like your own chantry?
Do you want to move to Indiana with us?
Can we attach the chantry to the new pterodactyl enclosure?
I was going to suggest there's this one that I just had. We just opened up in Vienna.
I'm not really feeling the international travel just yet. We'll go with Indiana.
Okay.
I asked him for a bag of 1,000 American Gold Eagle coins.
$2 or $5, sir.
No, they're just 1 ounce coins.
Okay, here are your $5,000 of coins. The actual gold value of the coins far exceeds that. But we're
$2 million.
But we are exploiting the tax code. This is a legitimate thing someone did. He paid his workers in gold coins.
Yeah.
So I take my 63 pounds of gold and walk out.
Like you see him walk over to his mantle, open up like a cookie jar, and pour like gold coins into a sack and hands it to you. It is a Cookie Monster cookie jar.
Good to meet you, Thad. Come by Indiana sometime.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we should meet up for coffee. We could all have a tea party even. You are all absolutely delightful, and I would shoot Nazis with you again.
Listen, it wouldn't be outside of my abilities for me to arrange it with the Council of Traditions to have you put together as a formal group, if you like working with each other.
I toss a bullet to Lucky, like as I'm leaving. It's got a phone number on it.
How big is this bullet?
It's
wait, is the bullet 3?
45.
Because you had
yeah,
the first
45.
phone number.
It's a 45 long call.
Written around it in a spiral.
I was imagining your phone number is just like 5 or something because you're an early adopter.
It's like when you get those necklaces at the mall where your name's written on a grain of rice.
How is this guy's phone number 2?
Yeah, I'll catch the bullet and look at these two and just be like, I mean, we're already gonna be neighbors with a chantry and a pterodactyl.
He shot Alexander Graham Bell's assistant and took his.
I'm looking forward to being neighbors with you, dear Lucky. And Terry, I think, is going to be happy to have this family unit. A family.
It is breaking a lot. Terry is breaking a lot of stuff. This is an untrained animal. It teleported to a completely different environment.
Yeah, maybe if you wanna open up the door, we can get started on that, Mr. Lamont.
And that is where we will end our session. Like a freeze frame with everybody laughing and like the dinosaur wrecking everything in the
Oh,
background.
Terry, just, the music plays.
So thank you so much for playing. I hope you had a great time. You can find this scenario on Storyteller Vault. I will be posting the link in a minute. But players, would you like to tell people where you can find you, what you're currently up to, any streams you like, whatever you want. And let's start in reverse order with, I believe, Zach?
Sure, why not? Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. You can find me on Twitter and Hive at Yep, it's Zach. It'll probably be in the sidebar at some point. I am going to be in a few things coming up. Tomorrow on Vancouver by Night Twitch channel is the finale of the Adjacent by Night whole chronicle, ending tomorrow. You'll see all of the things that we have done culminate into one final moment. Last episode was very bizarre and not anything that we were expecting, so let's see how we handle this in the final episode. After that, I am going to be in a game that Sarah is going to be running, and she'll probably tell you about that on her turn. And then at some point next month, both Sarah and Abby are going to be in a game that I'm running on Gehenna Gaming. Date to be determined, but it's a game of Don't Rest Your Head. If you saw me run it during Virtual HorrorCon, this is part 2, same area, different group. So follow me on Twitter or Hive for that information. Apart from that, ATL by Night airs on Tuesdays on YouTube, ATL by Night, and you can find me wherever else tabletop games are played.
Cool. Next, we have Abby, who played Cassandra.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, hi, it's me, your local indigenous nerd, Abby, and you can find me on both Hive and Twitter as @NFOfAbby. I am doing so much shit. Actually, tomorrow you can catch me on the Exquisite Corpse Presents, where we'll be continuing our game of Sister Cities Post-Apocalypse with me playing a young rogue ranger whose booby-trapped an entire safe room as we catch one of the Strip's most devious murderers. And, as well on the Exquisite Corpse, we are continuing our Night to Remember series, a system beautifully crafted by our DM DK, who has made an amazing mashup of 10 Candles in Good Society. Currently, we are on the Oregon Trail. I am an 8-year-old Irish orphan. Things are going great. We are definitely not descending into cannibalism. And finally, Divine Intervention. I'm a B-lesbian who's about to meet her in-laws. If that is not enough for you, I don't know what is.
Cool. I think Dave is next.
Okay. I have to ask Abby if anybody has died of dysentery yet on the Oregon Trail.
Nobody yet, but my brother was shot by a Frenchman.
All right. Yeah, I'm Dave, Twin Dad. You can find me Twin Dad Tweets on the Bird app. Currently, not really doing much of anything. Just got some irons in the fire, as they say.
Cool. And last but not least, you know her as the Hype Goblin, and her first time on my channel, Sarah. Also, thank you, Abby, for showing up on my channel for the first time.
Thank you for having all of us here. This has been great. Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Roberts. You can find me all over the internet as Sarah Roberts or as my handle, The Hype Goblin. I do cosplays of all of my characters, including the ones that I've played past and present. You can find all of that linked in my Twitter bio if you want to go check that out. But most importantly, I'd like everyone to know that on my birthday this year, December 9th, at 3:30 p.m., as Zach said, we will be playing a D&D 5e game. Where I will be taking, oh gosh, I should know who's at my table. Well, I will be taking Zach and a whole bunch of other players through a frosty adventure, which I wrote myself, which will be full of merriment and joy and maybe a lot of puns. So if you'd like to check that out, that's benefiting Jasper's Game Day, and it is one of 12 games that will be played over a 3-day period on the Bard's Playhouse, starting at noon Eastern Standard Time on December 9th and running the 9th, 10th, and 11th. So I definitely recommend that you go check out our friends there. It's a great event, and it's actually the event where I first met a lot of people that I'm now friends with in the community. So if you're looking to meet cool people, that's where we'll be.
Cool.
That's...
And I've been Ben, Big Dad. The only thing I have going on is really this channel. I'll be at PAX Unplugged. Say hello. Be nice to me if you see me. Stay tuned to this channel if I get drunk and stream something. I don't know. I like to run mummies sometimes. I like to run the games that are hard to run. I don't know. So check it. I run weird shit posts of games. This is your first time tuning in. So please check it out. Thank you for watching. Oh, and I meant to post the stupid link to this Hollow Earth game on Storyteller Vault. It's not stupid. It was pretty cool. Very well written. Easy to run. Like I said, it's great for people that are new to both running and playing it. You can use this stream as reference. And it is not a bad thing if the players decide to skip a fight with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I know, in fact, that one of the playtest teams did that with a similar technique, but instead they turned the T-Rex invisible so it couldn't see anything.
Sounds worse.
Yeah, but
That T-Rex is just running around with an existential crisis now.
Just panic and smash everything.
We should have adopted the T-Rex.
We should have. I mean, Terry.
We could have 2 children to co-parent.
Oh,
We're
God,
going
no.
back.
We're going back. We got to go back.
God, no.
For Rexy.
Rexy and Terry are the laziest dinosaur names.
You put this cabal together, man.
Oh, we don't call it that anymore. At least I don't call it that. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please check out my friend's module. Me and her may be collaborating on one in the future. So check it out. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be rating a Dune stream on Stolen Fires.
The sleeper is awakened.
And did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. It's slash. Alright. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.
Oh my god, that was